Yo, 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 what's going on? What's going on, peeps? It is your boy, Skywalker the Jedi, back at y'all with another one. What's going on? What's going on? Hope everybody's feeling good tonight. Hope everybody's feeling good. Let's see who we got in the chat. Let's see who we got in the chat. We got Igor. What's going on, sir? Hope you're feeling well tonight. Restore the SnyderVerse or bust. You already know what's up, bro. You already know what's up. Got the good Austin in here. Restore the SnyderVerse. No, in Restore the SnyderVerse we trust. And they're dropping bars in the chat, yo. Hashtag the cool table. Shout out to my cool table brethren. You know what I'm saying? Good Austin. We got Taladia Plays. Taladia. Not sure how I pronounce that, but shout out to you. My first time seeing you in the chat. If it is your first time here, hope you enjoy yourself. Come back. You know what I'm saying? We got DC Talk with Extended. What's going on? Hashtag the cool table. Shouts out to you, sir. Shouts out to my main man, Zack Ryder. Hashtag the cool table. Pow. You know what's going on, bro. You already know what's going on. Got Chad SnyderVerse. Zaslav pivoting the Hamada's career into the gutter. Yeah, just come this way, you know what I'm saying? Make this little turn with me real quick, right into the alley. We got Chad SnyderVerse. We got Jesse Allen. What's going on, Jesse? What's up? Oh my God, we got Mad's Mama Bear. Hello, how are you doing, sweetheart? Hope you're having a wonderful evening. I'm so glad that you're in here. Because you could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me. You know, Zod. Oh my God, what's up? What's going on, everybody? Oh my God, we got Retro Nerd Girl. Shouts out to you, Miss Lady. I hope you're feeling wonderful as well. It's always a pleasure to have you over here rocking out with me, and I really appreciate it. Got the Bat of Gotham. Yo, man, this thing Crank C. What's going on? Vodka Riots, Sox Bulletin, CY98. What's going in, yo? Oh my God, what's going on? Look, y'all got me over here stumbling over my words. Oh man. Yo, y'all know where we at with it tonight. You know, Geekosity Mag dropped this article, you know what I'm saying, today, written by my main man Mikey Sutton, right, talking about how the Warner Brothers Discovery is going to use the SnyderVerse timeline, right? And he's pretty much covering the scoop from CEO Abdul, you know, the leader of SEAL Nation and all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's just a beautiful time, man, to be part of Restore the SnyderVerse, to be part of SEAL Nation, the Mikey verse. I mean, we've been basking in these W's. I mean, I've been doing like backstroke, you know what I'm saying? It's like all these W's over here, and they talking about L's. You know, I mean, I'm not seeing these L's. You know what I'm saying? Mass Mount saying, "Ain't nowhere else I'd rather be." Huh? Oh my God, you gonna make me blush, even though I'm black. If you can't really tell, you know. But also, oh my goodness, yo. This chat is like live. Shouts out to you guys. We got JR Bale in here. JRE Bale, excuse me. Yeah, look, y'all got you guys, man. But, you know, look, I'm going to be having some guests stopping through tonight. I'm not going to say who they are. You know, I'm going to let them surprise you. But they'll be stopping through at different points throughout the stream. More than likely, I've been told, you know, so I hopefully don't end up looking too stupid. But I want to cover this article for you guys, man, because I think that it's really important, you know, to highlight these W's, right? And to kind of track this stuff as it's happening, because Restore the SnyderVerse is upon us, people. You got Marco in here. Zack Ryder saying combing the desert for L's. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's exactly what they're doing. Chad Snyder saying nothing much CY just marching forward the imminent restoration of the SnyderVerse. It is imminent. We all love that word as well. But I want to cover this article, because I think it's important to be highlighting this stuff, yo. Restore the SnyderVerse is almost here. I mean, can you guys imagine if like October comes and then Black Adam comes out and then we get this Henry Cavill appearance and he's in the black suit, like, I mean, I think that's kind of what Phil's been hitting at. I don't have no behind the scenes information on this, but he keeps saying like, yo, everything's gonna be made clear in October, right? I mean, and we know Henry Cavill's in this movie, right? So, yo, it just puts a smile on my face, guys. I mean, it really does genuinely put a smile on my face. But I want to read this article for you guys, though. It is written by Mikey Sutton, the editor-in-chief and the owner of GeekocityMag.com. Mikey states in this article, Warner Brothers Discovery will keep the SnyderVerse timeline for the DCEU. Per YouTube personality CEO Abdul, aka the homie, CEO David Zaslav will not reboot the DCEU. Instead, Zack Snyder's Justice League is canon. Man, y'all know about that word canon, y'all. Look, and everybody getting all, bent out of shape about what's going to be canon and what's not. Look, as long as they trying, I would rather they try to fit these movies in, right, than them not try. And to just say, hey, F it, right? It's too late, reboot the whole thing, right? I mean, because look, they can either try to make this stuff fit or we can get a reboot, right? So the people that are, kind of not happy with what's going on, that want Zack to continue to work, I mean, what are we going to do? Are we going to have them reboot, right? I mean, I'm just asking here, right? Moreover, this includes Snyder's previous DC work, such as Man of Steel and Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Obviously, right? Shocked? Actually, the pieces of the puzzle are in plain sight. Yes, they are. They are in plain sight. On July 28th, I covered Abdul's leak about Aquaman in the Lost Kingdom. Abdul, I love how Mikey just keeps saying Abdul, right? Like, this is funny. Like, that's not the homie. Abdul revealed that Ben Affleck's Batman would replace Michael Keaton's Dark Knight in the sequel. On the surface, shifting release dates made it necessary. After all, The Flash explained why Keaton suddenly appears in the DCEU. But Warner Brothers Discovery changed release dates. Suddenly, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom now comes out before The Flash, right? Now, if this movie that was going to come out after The Flash that was going to explain, right, why Michael Keaton was in this universe and how he got there and all that other stuff, right? And you're going to have all of these kind of spinoffs come off of this timeline that was going to be established in this movie, right? Wouldn't you think that these outlets and stuff would kind of see why these projects are getting canceled? No, right? They're instead trying to, fearmonger you guys and hate click and say, hey, they shouldn't be canceling these projects, right? And why it's so problematic when in reality these projects are getting canceled because they do not match up with the timeline that is going to be canon now, right? Because Zack's movies are canon and we're moving we're moving forward with that DCEU timeline, right? It's happening, people. It's happening. Right? Let me check the chat here. We got Taladia said, let's get this guy to 300 subs. Guys, if you aren't subbed to the legend Skywalker the Jedi, make sure you guys do. He's a genuine good guy. Oh, thanks, yo. Real talk, and I am almost at 300 subs, right? So, for anybody that isn't sub, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. I'm probably gonna do like a little video or something when I reach 300. Because I've been trying to do these like little milestones. So it's 100 and 300, and I'll probably do 500 next. So, look, shouts out to you guys, and hopefully I can keep you guys entertained. That's the main focus. We got Marco saying Black Suit Superman is what I am thinking as well. Facts, yo, because that's gonna really, right? I mean, if it's Black Suit Superman, we know what Superman that is. So I'm thinking that that's probably gonna happen too. Got writer saying the people's champ. You already know. With the C, bro. Integrity 101 saying some brilliant, good-looking guy. Integrity 101 has a truckload of W's. Hashtag documented fact. That's facts, yo. I don't know about the good-looking part. You know what I'm saying? Just some of y'all ladies gonna have to judge that. Integrity, you gotta hop on here and cam up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the streets are saying. Reboot isn't happening. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Says, thanks, man. What's on the go for you? Oh yeah, y'all talking in chat. We just had 5 years of failed reboot. Exactly, yo. Like, they don't realize that Warner Brothers already tried to reboot. They tried to do this soft reboot and it did not work. Right? Birds of Prey did not work. The Suicide Squad did not work. What did work though? The Snyder Cut. You know what I'm saying? Right? Man saying had to retweet this. Oh, had to retweet out the stream. Thank you, Mama Bear, for sharing that out. I much appreciate it. Hashtag Abdul said facts, yo. Yeah. Austin said that he at work right now. Hashtag in plain sight. Hashtag Abdul said. Should y'all take a moment and share out the stream? Let's give him 2 more subs. Oh, thank you, Mama Bear. That's what's up, yo. I got so much love for you guys. Retro Nerd Girl saying exactly. These projects are all disconnected, failed nonsense. Yo, SnyderVerse stuff, right? SnyderVerse. That's why it got canceled, y'all. It's like, look, there's no secret. It's no like ulterior motives. You know what I'm saying? They're not being sexist. They're not being racist by canceling these projects. It's just because this timeline that was going to be established in this Flash movie no longer exists. They're not going to go with that timeline. So how are you going to go with all the spinoffs of said timeline? It just makes no sense. So, don't let these people lie to you, yo. A lot of people mad. And we're going to get into why they mad. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bad of Gotham, yo. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Also, when Mikey first mentioned Cavill and Black Adam way back, he was saying he was hearing Black Suit. So I'm saying, yo, if he got that black suit on, the world gonna lose their mind, yo. You already know they are. That was I saying I love the rebooty first. That's crazy. Snyder Queen, what's going on, Snyder Queen? Much love and appreciation. She says it's WB that got reboot, not the DCEU. Facts, yo. They got that reset. You know what I'm saying? Reboot makes no sense unless you don't like money. Like, yo, can you imagine them like recasting Henry Cavill? The backlash. Why is Ben Affleck popping back up as Batman, people? I mean, come on, yo. If you're just doing people favors, right? Why are they still marketing Zack Snyder's Justice League characters with HBO Max stuff, yo? There is no universe without Zack's Man of Steel, BVS, and Zack Snyder's Justice League. His films are literally the core of the universe. The reboot already failed. I just woke up. It's 4 a.m. Hope you guys are having a great night. Oh, yeah. Snyder Queen over there on that international time. You know what I'm saying? Much love to y'all that's at work. Queen Must be in Europe. Yep. Man, you guys are in here getting to it in the chat, yo. I am so behind. But oh, what up, Charles Austin? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Integrity 101 saying it's such an obvious fix that it's mind-boggling to me that people act like restoring the SnyderVerse is a pipe dream. Right? No. What gets me is that they want to act like, oh my God, it wasn't critically acclaimed and it wasn't financially successful. People didn't like it, right? But then their movies made more. Like on average, the movies were making way more back then than they're making now. So which one was really financially successful? Right? Was it Birds of Prey? You know, Dress Runner going to say, plus Suits in the black suit is incredible, automatic badassery. Absolutely, yo. Right? They wanted Tyler Hoechlin as the Superman of the DCEU. Neo 7 saying, no batting time, right? Nah, batting time. Right? And y'all have smoke for Morbius with the It's Morbin time. Anyway, let's get back to this article, because this is crazy. Therefore, Keaton's presence will confuse audiences, which is what I was just talking about, right? Like, it literally makes no sense, yo. Consequently, the studio pulls out Keaton and brings back Affleck, right? Nevertheless, you can't simply exchange Affleck for Keaton. Indeed, the script will still bewilder moviegoers, especially the multiverse talk. On the other hand, Abdul explained that the script wants a Batman. Obviously, the story is headed to a different narrative, one that requires Affleck. According to Abdul, Affleck wouldn't have agreed to the cameo if he didn't have other DC projects lined up. Moreover, Abdul explained that Zaslav chose Affleck because he wanted to keep the timeline, right? So one, it makes no sense for Ben to come back if it's just going to be for this cameo. Makes absolutely no sense, right? If you're Ben Affleck, right, especially when, I mean, with the timing of all this dude, is literally on his honeymoon with J-Lo, you know what I'm saying? He's on a yacht, chilling, you know what I'm saying? Then you think this dude just going to interrupt his honeymoon to go shoot some Batman scenes as a favor? Are you guys kidding me? Why? If he wasn't going to come back, why would he go shoot these Aquaman scenes? I need somebody to explain this to me, right? Like, why wouldn't this dude, why would he come back? Why would he end his honeymoon early to go shoot scenes for a movie that was only going to lead to a cameo and no other appearance? Right? Let's just chat. Snyder Queen saying, yeah, to say the Snyderverse wasn't financially successful is just blatant ignorance and a lie. Real talk, yo. The only movie that was a major success post Justice League was one that Snyder gave his seal of approval to. These are facts. Retro Nerd saying it's much easier to go ahead with the Snyderverse. We appreciate you being here, man. Sub Skywalker, if you haven't already, my friends, Charles Austin, from the good Austin, from one Austin to another. I still think the goal now has to be for DC to put some quality films in theaters, Aquaman 2, Flash, etc., to restore faith in the universe so that they can lead in the Zack Snyder Justice League too. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, yo. With all that momentum created by this movie coming out last year, they definitely need to capitalize on that. The next few times that you see Zack's characters in these other movies, they have to be in solid films, yo. You can't have these characters coming back, and being in films that are like Birds of Prey quality or the Suicide Squad quality, because it's just gonna make people more upset, right? But by that time, we should have some word that Zack might be back. So Neil Seven says some of these betas talking smack about Man of Steel were 9 years old when it released. Yeah, they didn't get it. They didn't get it. Chad SnyderVerse saying Morbius is better than the entire Hamadaverse and Phase 4 excluding No Way Home. I don't know. I don't know about Morbius being better than Doctor Strange too. I don't know. Right? Zack saying Keaton never should have been there in the first place. It's incredible the way the clown table thought their ridiculous ideas would make money and trick the audience. Batman Beyond is staring them in the face. It makes me so upset that, right, literally the project that is so perfect for them to bring back Michael Keaton for seems to be the only one that they don't want him to do. It's so ridiculous. Batman Beyond is staring them in the face. Bring back Tim Burton. Let him do it. Nostalgia through the roof. Through the roof. So that's what we need, yo. Failure after failure. Facts. Right? Charles Austin says, choices. One, make Whedonverse continuity and reboot with Batgirl, Supergirl, Keaton, etc. Nope, too risky. All new actors in reboot. Nope, way too risky. SnyderVerse was the only way. Integrity saying, if Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 went into production tomorrow, it would be too soon and it would fail to reach its full box office potential. Zaslav needs to get his house in order. Out quality films. Oh, get out quality films, then we'll get Justice League 2. I agree. What up, Lucas Ironside? Bad at Gotham saying antis are coping hard. Copium, right? Exactly. This is calm before the storm. Says no reason at all. He doesn't owe WB or Zaslav anything. He came back for more Batman, and that's obvious. Yeah. Like, yep, quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? Yo, because they was getting out them movies trying to get them out for them quarters, yo. Just trying to get them bonus checks. You know what I'm saying? Check that like button and subscribe, please. Shout out to all you guys, yo. Oh my God, the question is here. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The first 4 DC movies outgrossed the first 5 Marvel movies by a significant margin. Imagine a new set of films under Snyder. The money is waiting. These are facts. Can't wait. Love David Z is showing and putting order in place and is ready to focus on the Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, etc., etc. The old management was damaging the IP with other characters. Facts, yo. Yo, you guys are in this chat spitting. Marcus Cruz saying, scrap the Green Lantern Corps show and make it a $200 million big budget movie. Yo, I agree with that Green Lantern take. I think that the Green Lantern thing is going to move to theatrical. So I think that's probably going to happen. Zack saying Batman Beyond is so too much like right. Yeah, yo. Snyder Queen saying, I wish they gave Keaton a Batman Beyond movie. Oh my God, that would slap so hard. Right? Look at this. A live action Batman Beyond film with Keaton makes the most sense. That's $1 billion film. Literally, like look, y'all thought No Way Home had nostalgia. This is, just like you had the No Way Home thing was kind of clicking on 2 different levels with the nostalgia, because you had the 2 different Spider-Man. joining the third, right? This is the same thing. Whereas you have the Keaton and Tim Burton nostalgia, plus you got the nostalgia from the Batman Beyond cartoon, right? Which was a fantastic show. You know, a lot of us loved it. It's like a classic show, and it's like, yo, why don't this is this is clicking on two different cylinders here. Chad Snyder was saying, I personally disagree with Peacemaker being in Snyder's world because they used the red and blue suit, not black suit, and they used the Aquaman 2018 suit, and the movie contradicts the SnyderVerse. Man, look, Peacemaker, yo, I never watched that show, so I don't really care about what Peacemaker's doing. You know what I'm saying? And what James Gunn is doing personally, I'm not really a big fan. So, whatever. DeMarcus Cruz saying Ben Affleck should play Batman Beyond Bruce Wayne. In my opinion, Bruce in his old age still looks very fit and hunky. Wait till Affleck ages. Look, if I want to see old Ben Affleck, it's going to either be in a real Dark Knight Returns adaptation, which is unlikely. I think if we do end up getting that, it'll probably be with different actors because I'm not quite sure how you can adapt that storyline now, you know, with this same timeline. But if not that, I want to see Ben do a Kingdom Come Batman. That'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? That would be dope. And the reason why I think that Batman Beyond thing is perfect is because, dude, he was Batman in '89, and I think that Tim Burton's take on a futuristic Gotham, right? I mean, look, his take on Gotham heavily influenced the Batman the animated series, which Batman Beyond was a sequel to that series, a spinoff, right? So, you know, I think it makes a lot of sense to just do that. You know what I'm saying? Integrity saying, I always thought Keaton and Flash would lead into Beyond, almost as if the Keaton scenes in Flash were just a primer for Beyond. I'm not sure if it's a primer because, like, he's in Batgirl and Aquaman too. Like, so it's like this guy was in a suit a lot. He's all over the place. Snyder Queen saying, I guess Peacemaker takes place after Aquaman, Black Adam, etc. If they do fit in, to be honest, I don't care if fit in or not. I ain't watching Peacemaker. Yeah, I don't care about Peacemaker, yo. In fact, pretty much all Hamada-verse films contradict the Snyderverse in some way. Facts, yo. But, you know, what are we going to do about it, Chad? Chad, that is my question. What are we going to do, right, with the contradictions from, like, Aquaman, the first movie, right? Because that they might try to say that might fit, right? So with that one, you know, what else? Like, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna let them try to fit these new ones in, or are we gonna, you know, say, hey, no, we demand a reboot? I mean, if they're gonna try to connect them, I would rather them try. Mass Mamba saying 25 likes and 299 subs. Oh, thank you guys so much. You know what I'm saying? I hope we can cross that 300 tonight. You know, Chad Snyder saying, for real, give Keaton Batman Beyond after the Flash. Keaton got used like a tool to throw Ben out, and now that his purpose is over, the same is being done to him. Yo, Michael Keaton got paid, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, look, they got to fix these movies. You guys, like, you know, what do you want? And he getting his story wrapped up. I'm pretty sure that Michael Keaton would rather would rather be in a movie that comes out that is well received, right? That kind of, you know, can wrap his story up rather than be put out in a movie that is put out that is not well received and that is confusing and that could possibly hinder his future appearances as that character. I think he would much rather come out in a solid film, and have potentially his character still be able to come back and do other things, and not be used in such a silly way. That was going to be so confusing. So confusing. SnyderVerse Batfleck should be beyond to Bruce Wayne. Hey, I feel y'all, yo. Retro saying, once I saw Zack Snyder's Justice League, I could see that there was a potential universe developing that was going to be epic. Zaslav has to see Zack's plan through because no one else had one that worked. Right? I mean, look, if Warner Brothers would have been knocking it out of the park with their projects, I don't think that we'd be here right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't think that we would be here right now. Side writer saying Batman Beyond would be No Way Home on steroids. They would be tapping into generations in a beautiful and literal way. That's what I'm saying, yo. And y'all trying to say that it should be Ben Affleck. I'm like, no, I don't think you guys understand. I don't know how like old some of y'all are. I get it, right? But nah, man, like, and Ben's Batfleck is gonna die anyway. Like, we already know this. So I don't even know why we're trying to say Ben should be Batman Beyond. No, it should be Keaton. It makes the most sense. This dude was Batman when I was a little kid, you know what I'm saying? And like, literally, this would be generations. This go back way further than Tobey Maguire. Right? This goes back almost 2 generations before Tobey Maguire. Right? So, and you got the cartoon. Like, that cartoon was huge when I was a kid, and everybody knew about it, and everybody loved it. I do not know one person that did not love that cartoon. So I think that it should definitely be Michael Keaton, and it should be Batman Beyond. I don't know what y'all talking about this thing. Integrity saying this narrative that Snyder's films weren't successful is fake news. The fact that so many people believe this nonsense shows the power of programming. I 100% agree. The question says, if Dan Snyder gets announced as DC studio head, the earth will literally shake. I don't know if it'll happen, but it would be one of the most historic moments in Hollywood history next to Snyder Cut release. Look, if Deb Snyder, really ends up being the DC czar, I'm gonna have to find another word because insufferable is not the word that I'm gonna be. It's gonna be something else. It's something more, something darker. Something dark. Oh my God. Marcus Cruz saying after Justice League 2 and Justice League 3 finishes and Batfleck dies, having be alive in an alternate universe beyond universe. No, look, I want more Batfleck, just like you, Marcus. I do too. But no, it needs to be Michael Keaton. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care how y'all try to slice it. You know what I'm saying? No. I'm telling you, let Batfleck have his arc and let him go out peacefully, and that be it. You know what I'm saying? Batman Beyond needs to be Michael Keaton. I'm telling you, they would be leaving so much money. Yo, literally, I have been talking about this forever. Right? And, let's not get too hung up on like, oh, he was big and bulky. I mean, look, this would be Tim Burton's Batman Beyond. Tim Burton's Batman was Michael Keaton. I'm pretty sure that Tim Burton's Batman is probably still Michael Keaton. Let's not make this too hard. Mass Mama Bear saying, Skywalker, check your sub count. Oh my God. Did you guys give me 300 subs? Is that what you did? Oh my goodness. You guys are so dope, yo. You guys are so dope. I want to thank you guys for being here, you know what I'm saying, and for subbing to my channel. This is a monumental moment for me. I've obviously never had 300 subs on here before, right? And to watch like 2, 3 people unsub, like, oh, I went unsub for this guy. Nah, but look, I love you guys, and y'all been the real grassroots part of this, and really helping me grow. So much love and appreciation to each and every one of you guys. Salute to you. And I try to keep you guys entertained as best as I can. All right. CY saying Zack already said when talking about his dream, the Dark Knight Returns adaptation, that it would be with different actors because of the fact that his Dark Knight Returns film would be a direct adaptation a la Watchmen. Yeah, it can't be direct with Ben and Henry Cavill because they already took too many story beats and too many moments and stuff, and it would just be weird. Like, why are they in the same, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are they fighting and why is Superman falling for the same stuff all over again? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, what's up? What's up, Mr. Wayne? We got Snyder Queen. Tim Burton and Michael Keaton are perfect for Batman Beyond. That's what I'm saying, yo. Like, yo, it's literally staring them in the face. Shouts out to y'all with this 300 subs, man. Look, y'all are awesome. You got Charles Austin saying, let me tell you just what they have in Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder's Justice League didn't feel like a superhero movie. It felt like the fight of epic gods. Imagine that Justice League 2 and Justice League 3 with Darkseid. Yeah, like, we ain't even getting to the new gods and all that stuff yet. Like, we ain't really getting to the new gods. They whole backstory and what happened with Steppenwolf and Darkseid, and why don't Steppenwolf and Darkseid get along? What's up with Granny Goodness? We ain't even get into all that yet, right? Lucas Ironside said, "Who's your pick for Terry McGinnis if the movie happens?" Real talk, yo. And I think Zai Ryder said it too, but I have to give him, like, I have a close friend of mine who a long time ago called it. He said that Robert Pattinson should have been Terry McGinnis. And that's funny because it's probably true, yo. And I think I heard Zai Ryder say that later, but it's absolutely true. It probably should have been Terry McGinnis. But I mean, it probably should have been Robert Pattinson. But in terms of me, look, I'm not really tripping on who they get. I think that unknown actor would probably be the best way to go for this role. To somebody that's not really known, and so Keaton can kind of pass off some of that star-making quality and some of that nostalgia over to a new actor that we're not really familiar with. So I think that that's the route that they should go. Zai Ryder saying, hopefully Keaton's arc in The Flash was changed to lead into a Burtonverse Batman Beyond. Look, it makes too much sense, yo. Matt's just saying 29 likes too. Yo, shouts out to you guys, yo. Everybody smash that like button, you know what I'm saying? I'm just here trying to entertain you guys, trying to bring some of that energy. Dalzai says, well, remember Grace Randolph was talking and hyping the ideal of Batgirl Beyond. Yes. And look what happened to that project. Natasha Redden, TikTok cooking you. We all had told you too many contradictions. Also, all week, and you doubt it. There is no SnyderVerse. Ha ha ha. Hold that. I don't know what that means, but thanks for the comment, though. We got the Snyder Queen saying, just cut Keaton from The Flash and whatever, give him Beyond as a sequel to Batman Returns. Billion easy. Easy. Oh, my God. We got Strong Arm Flicks. What up the T-Flame, yo? Strong Arm Flicks in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on, T-Flame? Val's saying, I want a reset, not a rebooty verse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just hit 300 subs on the live, Chief Lane. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to y'all, sir. Shouts out to y'all. Integrity 101 says Batman 89 is a classic. Not going to be as anyone. I want to see Affleck and Keaton in the same film. They're easily the two best Batman, in my opinion. Make it a cool No Way Home movie. You know, cool. Just as long as I get my Batman Beyond integrity, that's all I care about, bro. You know, said instant like 300 subs. What up, T? No Keaton as Batman Beyond. I want Batfleck after he does. Yo, Marcus Cruz is staying on this. You know what I'm saying? Look, look at Snyder Queen is saying TikTok and cooking shit with your brain cells. Yo, these betas are waning. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Cruz saying people to forget Keaton is 5'9". It is not believable that a 5'9" Batman can train Terry McGinnis. Does Batman look 5'9" in that Batman movie, Marcus? No, he does not look 5'9". He's 5. You can find another actor around the same size, bro. It's a movie. Dude, wait, if I'm not mistaken, ain't Christian Bale like 1 inch taller than Michael Keaton? Tom Hardy he ain't even that tall, yo. He looked huge in that Christopher Nolan movie. It's called a movie, Marcus Cruz. They make the doorways look smaller. It's all kind of like little tricks and trades that they use there. You know what I'm saying? Like to make them look bigger. It's all good. It's called a movie. Snyder Queen saying 300 subs. Congrats. No, thank you, Snyder Queen. You guys are awesome. You know, this is just a great stream, We got Chad SnyderVerse saying true. I feel your sky. I can live with some Hamada burgers being in SnyderVerse continuity. I just hope Snyder Vision doesn't have to be hindered by these other films. And I don't think that they are. I think Zack's just gonna do what he tries to do. No, Zack gonna do what he do, and then everybody else gonna get in where they fit in. Right? And if anybody has to bend to anybody's will, they should have to bend to Zack's. So facts. Valzai saying, good night, fam. Replay crew. Facts, yo. Got Chill saying, congrats on 300 subs, mate. Yo, congrats, yo. Facts. You guys are dope, man. I'm so happy that you guys were here and that just kind of happened live. We got Bad of Gotham saying, I agree with you, Skywalker. I'm not upset for Keaton or Leslie Grace. That movie should have never existed in the first place. I got my Snyder steaks. I'm good. Yeah. Thanks for 300, y'all. Thanks for 300. We got Integrity saying we need Batfleck to be our first on-screen live-action Batman death. Facts. And Zack Snyder Justice League 3. Meanwhile, Keaton should be our first actor to play old Bruce Wayne and beyond. Yes, right? Yes. 100,000% Keaton. That's what, yes, right? We got JR saying recast Pattinson to Terry McGinnis. Oh my God, right? 300 subs. Yeah, for real, for real. Snyder Queen saying if they make a Batman Beyond movie, it would be Top Gun 2 all over again. That's what I'm saying, yo. Like, see, some of y'all getting this. If they bring back Michael Keaton, Batman Beyond, yo, that's $1 billion easy. Marcus Cruz is just gonna stick to this. You know what I'm saying? It's Ben Affleck, right? No. I think remember, guys, Bruce in his old age still had good physique and was super fit. It's a movie, Marcus. Look, hold on, look. Let me get back to this. Because I'm getting sidetracked. Getting back to this DCEU timeline, yo. Right? Everybody is agreeing with me. Right, facts. We can have variants that look like the same person. Bruh, I'm not in the look. I don't think DCEU got time for all that variant stuff, yo. The variants are gonna be the other versions. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't be mad if they brought in Brandon Routh or whatever either, but dude, Batman Beyond needs to be Michael Keaton. That's perfect. Perfect, yo. Marcus Cruz saying you all want a 5'9" Batman training. Dude, what if Terry McGinnis is 5'8"? Hold on, somebody look that up. Because look, I'm about to end this argument with Marcus Cruz right now. Somebody look up how tall is Tom Hardy and put that in the chat so that Marcus Cruz can see it. Because Tom Hardy looked like he was about big. Look, he looked bigger than me in The Dark Knight Rises, right? So somebody put that in the chat for Marcus. Congrats. No, thank you, Retro. You guys are so awesome. You guys are so awesome. Vodka Riot said, I would pre-order Tim Burton's Batman Beyond 4K right now. That's what I'm saying, yo. Like, this is congratulations. Oh my God. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank Mr. Wayne. Oh my God. Leon is in here. Oh my goodness. Batman Beyond needs to take place in an alternate universe. It's too futuristic. Facts. Tim Burton Gotham doesn't fit futuristic. We don't even know what it looks like. We don't even know what it looks like, right? Because that was way back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we don't even know, right? He's a nah. They want Superman be Bloodsport. You know what I'm saying? We got Leon saying Burton is washed in my opinion, but Keaton, I 100% agree with. After Blade Runner 2049, I go with Denny V for Batman Beyond. Yo, look, as long as you got some Burton influence, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool. But Keaton got to be in Batman Beyond, yo. It's an easy $1 billion, and I don't want to hear nothing else. Oh my God, we got Mr. Wes Ashley, aka Pilly Swain, in here. Salute to you, sir. Just a little spoiler for y'all. Mr. Wes Ashley will be pulling up to the cool table pretty soon, so y'all keep an eye out for that. That's gonna be legendary. Legendary cinema. You know what I'm saying? Cinema. So we got Noel Leon Flores, the world-renowned, critically acclaimed artist, saying, don't be surprised if Batfleck's Endgame is a Frank Miller Dark Knight Return-ish narrative, but that is still far away in the future. Don't be surprised, he says. Don't be surprised. Integrity saying it's unlikely Tim Burton would be faithful to the whole Beyond story. I would like to see Michelle Pfeiffer in the film. Yeah, like even get Danny to wait. Nah, his penguin died, right? Danny DeVito died in that movie, right? But yeah, bring back and Michelle Pfeiffer. You know what I'm saying? You can see the old, like little romance. Look, all that stuff, yo. Said Bourbon Timeline, Tom Holland as Terry McGinnis. The Bourbon Timeline. Mr. West Ashley saying, what's up to the chat? Oh my goodness. Much love for Pilly Swain in here. You know what I'm saying? We got, yeah, what a good stream, Austin. Right? Hashtag go deep. Right? The good also says, appreciate you being here, Noel. Damn, I didn't know multiple celebrities were showing up. Ha ha. Hey, spoiler alert, Austin was supposed to be here too. I ain't even about to let him get away with that. Austin was supposed to be here too by now. You know what I'm saying? But hey, right? Integrity saying, I hear you. People have been talking about Keaton and Beyond since Beyond came out in 99 or whatever it was. That's what I'm saying. Right? And yeah, Tom Hardy's 5'9". Look, Marcus Cruz keeps saying, yo, y'all want a 5'9" Batman training Terry McGinnis. Tom Hardy is 5'9". He looked huge in that movie. It's a movie, dude. Like, you know. Oh yeah. Everybody in here. Well, Batfleck is actually 6'4". Yeah. Integrity saying we got past Keaton's size 30 years ago. The man proved himself. Facts, yo. Facts. Oh yeah. Yo, much love to all you guys, yo. The Rebooty League failed because it was born out of evil. The foundation was crooked like Toby's skull. Oh my God. The Flash reshoots that Seal reported just got confirmed by the Hollywood Reporter. Another W for Seal. Look, Seal and Mikey's racking up these W's, y'all. Rack them up, rack them up, rack them up. You know what I'm saying? They are racking up these W's. Anybody that's doubting, they need to, you know what I'm saying? They need to go ahead and check the channel, right? Retro Nerd Girl saying the old regime signed off on horrible ideas for films. I am so glad this is getting corrected. We all know what's up, especially on their way out. They was like trying to green light as much stuff as they probably could. You know what I'm saying? The Mr. was actually says, set the camera low and everyone looks tall. That's my point. It's like, yo, they over here, hey, he's 5'9". You know, it don't matter, yo. It don't matter. They be making the doorways look smaller. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all type of little tricks, right? You know, oh my God. All right, look, hold on 1 second. Because we got our first guest. Right. I think this might be this person's debut on my channel. Nod your head if it's your first time on here. He's you know. But look, actually, 2 of the homies just showed up. You know what I'm saying? So look, without further ado, let me introduce you to Trey of the Bat channel.
What's up?
Super Bro Corey.
You know,
Skywalker.
Sky, has it really been my first time on your show? I feel like
it's your first time, not for me, big fella.
Really? I feel like I've been on Sky's show.
I don't know.
I'm the favorite Hamsmith, man. I'm telling you, bro. But Sky,
you're my favorite Hamsmith.
300, big fella. It's a 300 party now. Let's go. We got 300 subs on this live stream. What is up, man? Everybody, smash that like, hit that subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Congratulations, brother.
Sky, it's 300. See, I literally didn't even look what video you're doing. I just saw your link, and I was like, you know, we got done with our watch party. Let's hang out with Sky.
Facts, yo. Hey, look, yes, I just hit 300 subs on live, and yeah, it actually feels pretty good.
Congrats, man. 300.
Yeah.
That was
we all know that number means something special to us, for Zack Snyder fans. You know what I'm saying?
That is the way of the Spartans.
Look, hold on, but look, real quick, because I'm going at Marcus Cruz right now, yo, because he is like dead set, stuck on this point, and it's crazy. But look, to Noel's comment, trivia: the Batman Beyond animation based their old Bruce Wayne after Michael Keaton. It is right to have Keaton play the old character. Absolutely. That whole cartoon was based off of that first movie.
Because of the whole Batman the animated series with Bruce Timm and everybody and Kevin Conroy. Yeah.
Dude, like the Batmobile looks kind of similar. They use very similar music, you know, the aesthetic, everything, you know. Batman Beyond needs to have Michael Keaton, guys, not Ben Affleck. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. You know, Batfleck just needs to die in Zack Snyder's Justice League 3.
I mean, I still love Michael Keaton. That's why I can't throw too many shots at Michael Keaton. Obviously, Ben Affleck is my Batman now. But when I was growing up, bro, My first Batman was Michael Keaton, big fellow.
You know.
Look, because my argument is that Batman Beyond with Michael Keaton is like such an easy layup for Warner Brothers, right? I don't understand how this has not already been greenlit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just really confused.
Well,
I'm really confused.
Yeah, I mean, it was many years ago that even Kevin Smith was saying that, like, hey, man, a Batman Beyond movie with old man Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne, like, that would make $1 billion in the box office. And you know what? I agree with that. It would. They need to do that. But when they were trying to do it with the Batgirl, that made no sense. Why
Batgirl Beyond, right?
Yeah, Batgirl Beyond was not the route to go with that, you know. And honestly, it was unfortunate for Keaton. It was unfortunate for Leslie, because no matter what, if Keaton showed up, that overshadows Leslie Grace, you know. It because no one cares at that point. It's Michael Keaton, right? The OG has returned. Even though I was very excited for Leslie Grace with the whole Batgirl thing, it's unfortunate what happened to them, but you know what, they were set up for disaster with the old regime. You know, they did not set them up for success. What's up, guys? It's good to see everybody.
Thanks.
What's up?
Look, Noel said he just finished up the Patriot Watch Party. You know what I'm saying?
The old 1998
the old 1998, not the one Mel Gibson.
Well.
Yeah. The underrated hidden gem of a film that no one knew about.
Wait, did Steven Seagal actually get punched like more than twice in that movie?
You know, we talked about this and we're like, you know, you can't hit Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal, you know, he captures your punches with his fists, you know. With
that little ponytail.
And with a little ponytail wraps around, he chokes you to death. Like Steven Seagal is like another 90s Chuck Norris like person. You know, you just we were talking about in that film, because in this film with Steven Seagal, he plays a doctor, and this outbreak happens, you know, this viral outbreak happens, and literally you just see this dude drop on the ground, and Steven Seagal's just like, well, I guess we have a real problem here. He's just so chill about it, like nothing's wrong. Steven Seagal's gonna save the day. It's just like, who cares?
Mr. West Ashley in the house.
Wait,
Ashley, what's up, bro?
Wait, were you really in The Patriot with Mel Gibson? That's crazy.
I feel like, yeah. He talked about this on a show with, God, was Sil Abdul, or was it before that? I seem to recall Mr. West Ashley talking about this. Yeah, that's true.
Interesting.
Yeah, Mr. West Ashley, dude, fire stream the other day with you and Sky. Man.
Well, there was that, and then Savage and Zod the other day.
Savage and Zod, yeah, that's right. That was with Savage. But Mr. West Ashley was on a show with you recently too, wasn't he, Sky?
That's like a couple weeks ago, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You already know.
Mr. West Ashley.
Billy is a great friend of the channel, and he will be back on here pretty soon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, he said, "Yep."
Go deep,
said,
baby.
Yep.
Go deep.
Go deep.
How deep?
Said, Billy, say what? That's dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, facts.
What's up, Mad?
Now I gotta pause the movie, right? Yo, tell me why VOD for the Patriot is about to skyrocket. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta be looking for Billy. You know what I'm saying? Trying to like parse through the movie. You know, yeah, right. But look, all right, guys. I want to get you guys' thoughts on the main topic, which is Warner Brothers Discovery seems to be using the SnyderVerse timeline. Peeps, how are we feeling about this? I mean, like, are we gonna be super sticklers to like what fits in the canon and what really doesn't, or are we gonna be happy that they're trying to at least fit these newer movies in with the timeline somehow?
You want to go first, Super Bro, or are you waiting for me?
Go first, Corey.
Yeah, all right.
Hey, Corey, take precedence on my channel, Trey.
Yeah.
Right?
Boom, Trey.
You know what? All right.
You know, I think this. Yeah, check him out.
Oh my God, I love you guys, man. You guys,
I tell you, Sky, this is an exciting time to be alive and to be a SnyderVerse fan, man. I think it's huge what they're trying to do. Me and Trey have been talking about this quite a bit as well. They're definitely going to be using, the SnyderVerse timeline. I think it's okay to bring in the other characters as well, because, I think in some ways they're going to try to mimic Marvel, but it's not going to be Marvel like. I hate saying Marvel because that's a whole nother story, but we have some people who have been with Disney, understand that Marvel format, and are going to be able to create even more amazing characters that will love even more than the Marvel side of things. So I'm okay with them bringing in different people and everything like that, expanding the Justice League, we could say, like, could we get some of the, characters you don't really know about, who's going to be our Ant-Man, Hawkman, maybe, what's going to happen? There's so many.
Adam.
Yeah, exactly.
Adam, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
There's so many characters within the Justice League that I would love to see movies about. So I think as long as they stay true to the DC side of things, but utilize that formula of building great stories and building great content, and giving the fans what they want, I think everything's a go, and it's going to be exciting what's ahead of us. And I tell you what, I am so pumped right now. I get fired up about this every single time we talk about it, because it's an exciting time, man. The stuff that we've been talking about, the stuff that we've been fighting about this entire time is starting to come to fruition. And I tell you what, with all the stuff that's happening on with Ezra, and we'll talk about that maybe later, who knows, it's very interesting to me. Zaslav pulled the trigger pretty quick on, Batgirl and some of the other things, right? He hasn't pulled it. He could easily pull the trigger that quick on the Flash movie. So I find it interesting that he hasn't made a statement yet. He's kind of just letting that go to side. He's letting the justice, figure that out. And I think overall, with all the craziness that's going on with that, even as well as kind of these different stories, that we're going to see the restoration of a SnyderVerse. And I think you mentioned it the other day, Trey, that a Flashpoint movie like Snyder thought being at the end of the movie end of the series may come as well. So that's kind of my 2 cents on it all.
Absolutely. Real quick before we get to the other Hamsmiths, the other Hamsmiths, right? You know what I'm saying? I got another guest that has been waiting patiently backstage to come in.
Ooh, I'm excited.
And another member of the Cool Table.
Cool Table.
You know what I'm saying? My main man, Necron. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Necron? Necron is in the building.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Necron.
Right? Oh my goodness. All right. So Trey, you want to go ahead and you want to give your thoughts on WBD using the SnyderVerse timeline as their backdrop?
Yeah, well, I think as kind of Corey said, that one thing that, not to use Marvel as an example, but there's no denying that Marvel's formula was extremely successful financially, which is what David Zaslav cares about, because that connectivity throughout all the films, the whole, like, Walter Hamada, we're creating a DC universe that doesn't have to connect. Like, while yes, let's focus on the stories, but at the same time, what you do is with a connected universe is you force people to see the other films of characters they might not care about. Let's be honest. Who are the 3 main characters of DC? Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman. How do you get people to care about maybe some of those unknown characters like Adam, like Green? Green Lantern's not unknown, but Aquaman, for a great example.
Absolutely.
It wasn't really until Jason Momoa was saying, yeah, dude, this is where we end right off with Zack Snyder's Justice League into my movie, Aquaman, where people are like, well, then I'm going to go see this film. And all of a sudden, $1 billion with Aquaman. Now we found out, well, it didn't really connect, but like, still that just goes to show that people want connectivity. People want to see a universe being built. And this is where I often say with Marvel, I don't think most individual Marvel films are masterpieces, but I think the overall MCU is a masterpiece because it's 10 years in the planning. Now you have someone like, well, Zack had a great plan. They just didn't want to stick with it.
It's
but
what
now
Zack
you
was
have,
trying to do, bro.
yeah,
What he was trying to do.
Exactly. And now that you have someone like David Zaslav who's in it to win it, you know, who does want to commit to a 10-year plan rather than the old regime with Emmerich and everybody rushing it to get to the Avengers level events. Now you have a guy who's like, I can wait 10 years to build good quality stories because he said, I'm going to protect DC. I've seen the films we have now. We can make them better. This man, he has the right focus that we need for the DC universe. And with the SnyderVerse being a part of that, you already got 3 super solid films. Well, actually 4, you know, with even Wonder Woman 2017, right? 2016 or something like that. You got it really set up for great films and a great universe and a strong fan base that can continue this level of hype that I think most franchises can't achieve. So
I want DC fans to be as excited about Phase 5 as, you know, Marvel fans are, you know? Like, what is that, you know?
I was even hyped for the Phase 5 in the hashtag not a real Marvel fan, you know?
No, you guys are absolutely right. And it's just funny because, you know, I don't think that they have to copy Marvel in tone, right? Or even in like the exact same way that they tell their stories. They just need that structure. They just need that structure and like a plan and a vision and the ability to be able to stick to that, right? Warner Brothers was very tepid at every step every step throughout this process. They were questioning Zack, right? And just, you know, had one foot in and one foot out when really they should have just jumped in. I mean, just think about it, right? I mean, we could possibly be getting this Michael Keaton character being Thomas Wayne when it should have been Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yes.
That was literally planting seeds at every single level for what was coming, right? With the Ryan Choi Adam, right? How he threw that in there. We didn't even know, right? Like who expected that, right? And so, you know, there was just so many missed opportunities that Warner Brothers could have taken advantage of had they chosen to stick with Zack's vision. But you know, at the end of the day, I'm just happy that they're course correcting now, and David Zaslav seems to be learning from the mistakes of the past regime. But Lord Necron, before, you know, I get your take on the DCEU timeline thing, you know, because I know that you're just finishing up your stream and you came over here. My first question is Batman Beyond. All right. Marcus Cruz is arguing with me saying that Ben Affleck should be in Batman Beyond. I'm saying it has to be Michael Keaton. What is your take? I feel like Michael Keaton is like an easy $1 billion film. The nostalgia level is through the roof. Through the roof. I mean, the only thing possibly could be bigger than this would be Christopher Reeve coming back as Superman, right? Yeah. Literally. Yeah. For like Kingdom Come or something, right? Like this is literally like that level of nostalgia. So what's your take though, sir?
Well, the Ben Affleck thing is kind of, sorry, Marcus, but Ben Affleck's still kicking ass. He's not, I mean, he's going to fucking be Batman in the regular DCEU.
He's saying after he dies, wait a while and then come back as like an alternate version of Batfleck that's in the future. I'm like, dude,
nah.
Michael Keaton, bro.
It got to be Michael Keaton because it just makes sense.
Michael Keaton.
He's the OG Batman. He's the OG Batman. He's going to have to physically pass the baton to someone else, you know. Batman Beyond with Michael Keaton.
Hasn't happened before. Like, right? All of our Batman have been Bruce Wayne's.
Yes. Correct.
He would be the first one to pass the torch, which would only be so poetic because he was the first one to play him.
Yeah, I mean, it's like perfect. You can't write it any better. It just makes total sense. And what the new WBD management, they see common sense hits like that, and I'm really think they will go ahead and go in that route because I mean they still got to honor Keaton's contract somehow, I'm sure. So, you know, let's do these Batman Beyond movies. Let's get it rolling, man.
Shout out Coach in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Love
Koj.
Koj, bro.
Yeah, so get Keaton in there and give him the Batman Beyond, give fucking Tim Burton directing it. I think it'd be really fucking wild. And I would totally go see that movie. And that's a total freaking hit out of the ballpark, man, home run. And then, you know, gotta worry about all this weird, this, you know, screwing up this Batman over here. And now, no, you know, everybody would understand what's going on.
Yeah, right. And like, yo, that is a easy billion, because I would argue that that's almost picking up on 2 more generations on top of what No Way Home was tapping into, right? Because that movie came out in what 2003 or 4,
Yeah,
right? You know, this movie came out in 89,
89.
right?
It was the first
So
big superhero movie that
that's
was
not-
like started it. Batman, like Michael Keaton's Batman was the big first of that era going into the 90s and beyond. What the X-Men followed, but Batman was the first big one.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness, who is this? Oh my! All right, we got another guest.
Oh boy.
You know, so we got to make some more room because
Yay.
because
More
Austin's
friends.
pulling up to the table.
let's
You know,
go, man. Good Austin. Yeah,
What's
baby.
up, bro?
What's good, boys?
No
Fuck
good.
out.
Austin.
It's
Leon, where the hell you at now,
Leon,
man?
get
We
up
almost
in
at
here. We
cool
need the
table
cool
level.
table up.
Let's
Leon, you're gonna disappoint me.
go.
Don't disappoint me, Leon. I will
Hey.
leave right now.
Tell the wife, tell the girl.
Bro, this is
You
like
wanna
the
get
early
out.
Foremans of the Justice League right here.
hey, right? You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is what's up, yo. This is what's up. But yeah, yo, look, I'm sorry, Marcus. You're overruled, man. It has to be Keaton, bro.
Yeah.
It has to be Keaton. This is the easiest layup. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, even like my general audience, normie friends, even they've been saying that Michael Keaton needs to do Batman Beyond.
How just out of curiosity, how old is Marcus?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Like, because I guess I can understand, you know, really Ben Affleck for some people is the oldest Batman that they've ever seen on film. So I could see.
No, he was saying because of the fact that he physically looks like that Batman from the cartoon.
Okay.
I'm like, dude, it's an adaptation. You know
I mean-
what I'm saying?
They can make it work, man.
He does look like the animated Batman series, but you know, older Keaton, you know, does look like the Batman Beyond Bruce, you know, and like I said, you could do them right now. You know, I mean, for Ben Affleck to start looking like that age of, you know, old man Bruce Wayne, Ben Affleck's probably gonna have to be like 70, you know, because I mean, J-Lo's keeping him, you know, exercised, healthy, fit, you know, she's keeping him up at night. He's being sleepy Ben lately.
Yeah, plus like Ben wants the main Batman money, you know? He doesn't want to be the side Batman. He ain't no side Batman, dude.
Yeah, man. Like, yo, Keaton needs to be Batman Beyond because he needs to be taking off that suit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Ben needs to keep that suit on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
so.
huge as well.
Facts.
It would be cool. It would be that's the right way to play nostalgia too. Because what if like when Terry McGinnis stumbles into the Batcave or is shown the Batcave, you see the original Batmobile like off to the side, but they don't use that shit anymore. He's like, I got something better now, and he shows them like what he
Of
uses now.
course. Yeah, man.
Like,
You get
that's
the
how you
updated
play into
Batmobile
it.
shit.
Yeah, dude.
All the
And-
new weapons and tech he'll have.
Yeah, and
Then
obviously
Terry's suit would look so fucking kick ass. Shit.
if they do it in any way, shape, or form, like we're used to seeing DC stuff too, like a mix with Tim Burton and a Snyder-esque touch on all the costumes, and imagine all of the villains we've seen in Batman Beyond done by Tim Burton in live action. Like there's so much potential for all those people and all of the crazy freaking scenes we got in there. And hey, maybe even a crossover with the Justice League. If anybody remembers that from Justice League Unlimited, they actually went to the future and met up with Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
That was
Just
actually a
saying,
great episode,
WBD, if you got a
They
little
had
ear to the
old
ground.
That episode, that is.
They had the son of Green Lantern and Hawk Girl.
Yep.
Yeah, that was actually a dope. That was actually a really dope episode. Snyder Queen has a question for the panel. It says, "We agree on Keaton, but who would you fan cast as Terry McGinnis?" I can't believe that this stream has turned into a Batman Beyond thing because, like,
we're like SnyderVerse timeline. All right, cool. But what can we do with this Batman Beyond film? How can we salvage Keaton?
right?
Just give it to Batson. Give him Terry's role.
If they don't do Batman 2, yeah, for sure. But in my head,
perfect for it.
has anyone seen the old Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah.
Like when he's that age, I see him as Terry McGinnis, like with dark hair.
Interesting.
I think that would be perfect. But in my head right now, I don't have like any like example for a young actor.
Right.
But it's got to be someone who's relatively unknown, in my opinion, to have Keaton and then have a good budget for special effects, because you're not gonna be able to do everything in Batman Beyond or like what you want to do and have it be practical.
Do you think Robert Pattinson could have done that role?
I think it would have made more sense.
I don't know, dude. I don't know if he's as cool as Terry McGinnis is, dude. Like I've never seen him play someone like suave and aloof. He's kind of more of a goof, dude.
Man, look, I think Robert
He
Pattinson
can walk through a door.
I think that he looked pretty suave and Tenet though when they was doing that scene where he had to play the billionaire or whatever, and it was that kind of had me excited for his Bruce Wayne, but I didn't know that Matt Reeves was going in like a Kurt Cobain kind of direction. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like, I was kind of expecting to see what I saw in Tenet, and that's not what I got.
Yeah.
But okay.
Because it wasn't Nolan, bro.
Yeah, that's a tough question.
I think Logan Lerman would be good, who did like Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief, and he was on Perks on the Wildflower or something like that.
Interesting.
I never thought of that.
I think
that's actually pretty.
Hey, even Leon agrees with me.
Do we have any examples in the chat too? But I agree with you, Trey. That would be perfect. Yeah. But someone, like I said, I think it has to be a little bit more relatively unknown on the cheaper side. Kind of like what Mikey was talking about with the Green Lantern film. You know, they want to get Miles Teller. Well, they're going to have Wayne J. Carr would be perfect because he's relatively unknown.
Yeah.
I would love
the
Teller.
budget on the actor.
That's what I said earlier. I was like, yo, he can pass on, put some of that star power onto the next Batman. Right.
Yeah, for sure.
But look, hold on. We got Mr. West Ashley saying Hayden Christensen. You
underestimate my power,
maybe years ago.
I hate you.
We got Tanner Buchanan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good choice.
From Cobra Kai.
Good one, Snyder Queen.
I like that.
Dylan O'Brien too.
Dylan O'Brien wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Said Pilly came through with the fire suggestion.
You said Dylan O'Brien. My mind heard Conan O'Brien.
Yes, he would be the
that would be a good parody, like skit.
The guy that was not middle single. No, he's not. Nah, he's not single. You know what I'm saying?
Married.
Right.
What about that one kid from just based Stranger Things? Yeah, he played that Will.
Steve Harrington or
Will from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Or Billy.
Yeah. One of those guys, even maybe, you know. It needs to be somebody very, not hit movies yet. You know, I think it really needs to be an unknown person, like we all kind of agreeing with,
like Joe Keery or I think the guy, what's his name, that played Billy in Stranger Things. I think it's like Zachary Montgomery. I think he would have been an amazing Jason Todd.
Oh,
eventually for Under the Red Hood, you know, doing that whole storyline.
Yeah,
That would be
He would have been dope.
that'd have been
a
super
little
dope.
maniacal for it. Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like Steve Harrington as Terry McGinnis for sure. If he dye
Yeah.
his hair a little bit.
I was even
See
thinking
that.
for him for like possibly a future Dick Grayson for Batfleck at some point, but
Ooh. I feel
or
like
maybe even a Tim Drake.
okay, you're throwing out all good suggestions here.
Look,
I feel
but
like Dick Grayson is gonna be crazy
Going
if he
off
comes
track
in.
again.
Yeah, right. I just want to see Nightwing at one point in the Snyderverse. That would be dope.
Agreed.
yes.
Yeah, that's
But,
honestly that's my only thing with the Snyderverse. I'm a little. Oh, sorry, I'll let you go, Sky. Sorry, it's your show. Man.
I'm trying to get off the Batman Beyond topic, yo, because we got that next round.
Long story short, Michael Keaton 70, Ben Affleck's
Yeah.
like 49 something.
Yeah,
Michael
Let him
Keaton,
be the badass Batman.
Look, Michael Keaton, Batman Beyond, story finished. You know what I'm saying? No more arguing. All right,
Dunzo.
Necron.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about Warner Brothers Discovery using this using the Snyderverse as the main backdrop for the DCEU timeline? Do you feel like that is a good thing, or are you kind of thinking that they should not use it as a backdrop thing?
I don't know. I'm kind of concerned about Peacemaker and what's going to happen. I'm fucking lying. Of course, it's a good thing, man. It's the best. Oh, shit. I know this makes people mad.
Say Peacemaker? Why'd you say that name?
Hey, be careful. John Cena.
I still have PTSD from that, man.
Everybody's looking at me like, what the fuck?
I had a smile just like go away from my face. I was like, what?
Nah, man. I've been saying it, and I'm still going to say it. Snyderverse is DCEU, and I'm tongue twisting. DCEU is Snyderverse, man. It's one and the same. And yes, we had a pause because of the fucking idiot clown table screwing it all up, but it's back. It makes sense. You want your DCEU to have Superman and Batman. You don't want to have minor leaguers replacing the major leaguers. They want, you want to make money. It just makes sense. And what Zack liked Mikey's story. Y'all saw that today too, about that being.
I was gonna get into that. Yeah.
Oh, did I beat your subject? Shit.
Oh,
Well,
no,
anyway.
no.
Okay.
It's all good because after we get Austin's take, we can just go right into that.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It had the whole storyline was mapped out. I know they're going to tinker with it, but I know a lot of people are worried. Well, it's not going to be, Zack's original vision. Well, unfortunately, it can't be now. But you're still getting Zack, and I kind of see it too. As Zack's just going to have more toys to play with in his arsenal, and who makes it and who doesn't. We're going to see a lot of cool shit happen. So I'm cool with it. And, it looks like Cyborg, Ray Fisher's coming back into the picture. So, I mean, not only are we going to be eating well, we're going to be feasting well. And Zack Snyder is still the architect. He's going to do the big team up movies when they get to him. And they're playing it smart. They're doing like Marvel. They're leading their way into their next big team up movie with all these other new, the next Wonder Woman movie, the Aquaman movie. And we're probably going to get a Superman and the Ben Affleck movie, I feel. This is me guessing, before we get the Justice League part 2. So yeah, it's a good thing using the Snyderverse timeline. It's the only timeline.
Facts. The only timeline. You know what I'm saying? All right, Austin. What about you? Because I was gonna ask your take on the Michael Keaton Batman Beyond thing, but I don't want to go off on another tangent. You know what I'm saying? So, what are your feelings about WBD using the Snyderverse as the main timeline for the DCEU moving forward? Would you rather them try to not fix this stuff and then just reboot, or are you kind of happy that they are trying their best to incorporate the future films into the timeline?
I feel like they're doing their best, and I don't see any problem with that. Like, yeah, we saw the storyboards. Everyone was like, "Oh, that would be sick," but they wouldn't have shown the storyboards if they were gonna fucking use them. So get over it. That's the only thing I have to say about that. But I love the fact that they're going with the Snyderverse as the main storyline, no matter what the storyline may end up being. They have to incorporate these other projects because they've seen the dump off if they don't. Like, the only reason why we saw Aquaman was because we thought it was going to be included with the SnyderVerse. And that's partly why it did so freaking well. Also because they didn't do anything to sabotage that film while in theaters. You don't think that BVS or Man of Steel would have done a little bit better if it wasn't sabotaged in a little way? Like, James Wan got full creative control to do whatever he wanted, and that's why it did so well. He wasn't told to cut this, or at least I don't know of that he was told to cut anything. So I think they have to go with the SnyderVerse to make money. We've shown that, and time again, with whatever data we've been able to get our hands on, because WB never gave us any, we have been able to use that to show our points. With like, yeah, there's so many people who watch this movie, who love this movie, and that one article where it said the Zack Snyder's Justice League has made $650 million. I don't know if you guys have seen that,
Yeah,
but
I have seen that.
that's just wild. Like, how is that even possible? It wasn't released in theaters. So this is all just leading to the point where, yeah, if they want to make money theatrically, you have to include it in the SnyderVerse in some way, shape, or form. They've seen that themselves. They see the data before we see the data. They've seen the data for years. And that's exactly what David Zaslav did when he came in. He's like, show me the fucking numbers. Let me have my guys look at your guys and see what the fuck is up. And that's why everyone's gone now, and we've replaced them with better people. And that's got nothing to do with any type of agenda, like, oh, we need more males here, we need less females. It's got nothing to do with that. Who's Michael DeLuca's partner? A female. You know what I'm saying? Like, or people who make these weird arguments don't make any sense to me. They don't look at the whole picture. They just cut, copy and selection, whatever they want. And then, oh, this is my point. And this is how my point is right. But they're not showing people the entire picture. So it drives me nuts. The only way to make money right now and salvage what you have is to do it with the SnyderVerse. So that's why they're using it. That's what makes the most sense. That's logic. And people who want to refute that are just mad that maybe the series that they were looking forward to, or they had a hand in, or the movie that they were looking forward to or had a hand in some way got canceled or maybe on the chopping block. I'm a Flash fan. Do you think I want to listen to all the fucking news that's coming out about that for the past year? Do you think that, like, I want to, might get capped now? Oh man, all this, like, okay, like that's just what it is. You have no control over that. The only control we've had is being able to get the Snyder Cut released. That was the biggest impossibility. Now, for it to be restored, we just needed cooler heads, smarter heads to prevail, and that's what's happened. And that's why it's being restored right in front of our eyes, brick by brick, y'all. So that's my take on all of that. Pin in a bow. Thanks for letting me talk.
Oh yeah. Hey Corey, like, what do you think though? Because I think it's interesting that like he brought up that the Snyder Cut could have possibly made $650 million. Like, if that's true, doesn't that kind of show that we have tremendous financial swing here?
Oh yeah, we have the buying power. This is like a hardcore group of fans, loyal fans that are going to really create something special for you. The old Warner Brothers regime didn't realize how amazing, how special they had a storyline with Zack Snyder, the backbone of DC. And that's why I'm really happy to see that the new regime is bringing in Zack Snyder's storyline as the backbone, but still, allowing for these new characters as well. And I'm totally okay with the new characters personally. You can't constantly have Batman over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah, Trey, shut up. You got Superman over and over and over again, but not Batman. No, but seriously, I think, I bring up, I hate bringing up Marvel, but I will, because, I'm not a Marvel fan. There was probably no way in hell you would ever see me in a Doctor Strange, in a movie theater seeing Doctor Strange. Yet Marvel created a formula, a systematic idea and storyline that eventually made me go see, Doctor Strange.
It got you there, right? Yeah.
It got me there.
Yeah.
Imagine having the fan base that the Zack Snyder's Justice League the SnyderVerse already has, and then bring in extra characters that push even more interest and everything like that. I constantly think that Cyborg is an amazing character that deserves its own, franchise, own movie line. We unfortunately lost our Black Panther, on the Marvel side of things. He could have been that guy to another great character to kind of move forward and
actually, they could have had him out before Black Panther even came out. You know what I'm saying? Like, they dropped the ball, yo. Dropped the ball.
Exactly. And look how huge that was. 800 million, something like that, domestically or something like that. Wow.
Great.
Yeah.
Right. So, Trey, I want to get your take now. I know that the last time that I checked, they said that the Snyder Cut was viewed like over 750 million times on the Chinese streaming service. Was it Migu? Something like that.
Yeah,
I have to check. But I think that by every discernible metric that we've gotten, this movie has been a success. So wouldn't it be smarter to kind of double down on what is working versus what is losing you money, like the Suicide Squad and things of that nature?
I mean, absolutely. I mean, there's a reason why every other like Warner Brothers social media account that was international was calling it a global phenomenon. But it was the, US executive team, the regime that was, runs Hollywood of the Warner Brothers studios. Yeah. That they wanted to ignore it and they couldn't. And it always makes me laugh because some people say, if it's just the Snyder fans and not DC fans, you guys really won't be successful. You're not going to bring in that money. And it's like, okay, we're breaking all these streaming records. We're breaking, streaming services because they can't handle, the amount of viewership that they're getting all at once. We're hearing all these things. And the amount of physical copy sales that we've done, Zack Snyder's Justice League has been in the top 10 the last year the entire time, basically. It's been in the top 10. And you really have to look at that and go, there's money there. And I kind of laugh because some people say, well, it's Snyder fans just buying the film over and over again. Crazy Snyder fans just repeat buys. And it's like,
what does it even if that was true, what does it matter?
Exactly.
Does our money not spend the same?
I said the same thing. My friend who's a big Marvel fan gave me so much shit when I came out with that little video that said, oh, look, I have the Zack Snyder's Justice League physical copy and I just bought the digital copy on Vudu. And he's just like, don't you think you're inflating the numbers? I was like, Warner Brothers doesn't give a shit where the money comes from as long as they get the money. Look at Top Gun Maverick. Yes, Corey, I'm talking about Top Gun Maverick. If you look at the returning viewership,
Corey funded half that shit on his own.
On his own, and look at $1.6 billion. No one gives a shit where the money comes from. Top Gun Maverick had over 30% return viewers. That's just money to them. If you're going to watch it twice,
that's what they want. They want people to go see it over and over again.
Yes, that's how you break $1 billion. You're not going to do it from one individual watches. You need people to keep coming back.
Exactly.
Take my money.
Yeah, shut up and take my money.
Right?
Money's green no matter how many times you spend it.
Right. They're not sitting there like, oh no, only go see it once, Only go see it once.
Well, that's not fair. This guy bought it twice.
I don't know about you.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah. I don't care if one person gave me $1 million or 1 million people gave me $1.
Yo, Tilly just broke the system. He said he want to see the Watchmen show up in the SnyderVerse. Oh my god!
That could be dope.
Oh,
that would be sick.
Oh,
that would be sick.
Could you imagine the conversations? Oh my, just like
that would be insane.
Oh my god!
I think at that moment DC would just like blow people's mind, and all the theaters would just create this chain reaction of just explosions all around the world.
Facts, yo.
We would all implode, dude. Like, what the fuck is going on?
An octopus alien would manifest.
Yeah. It'd be like being inside with Mr. Manhattan, dude, and he just is Adams just shred at first, you know, Dr. Manhattan.
Oh, I think that Mr. Ashley was talking about the group of fans, the Watchmen, but I don't know. Either way, that'd be fucking crazy.
Yeah, that would be sick too. What if they just had like Snyder just did a reference to the Watchmen, or has he already done that?
What if somebody finds that little smiley pen? Like, oh my god!
Right,
Finds it in the Batcave somewhere.
Or yeah, Bruce Wayne just looks down and in the Batcave, he's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, they really could do it recently, like what they did with the Rebirth comics, the whole Flash and Batman the Button storyline.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's exactly what
He's like, "Yep."
Find it in the Batcave.
Give us
People
some.
are like, wait, you read comics? Like, no, man. Yes, I do.
Also, someone was, I think,
Guys who talk
maybe
about comic book movies read comics. What a shock!
What? You guys
What?
actually read the comics?
Like, I thought you guys were just Snyder fans.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're educated.
You're not even a real DC fan, Trey. You checked your watch.
Yeah, dude.
Look,
I forgot to put my watch on actually because I was going to check it.
Leon brought up a great point. Do you remember that dude that watched Captain Marvel? Like, what was it, like almost 200 times or something like that?
Yeah. Well,
Right.
the guy that
Well,
did
that guy's a
Spider-Man No Way
freak.
Home, you know,
Yeah.
he broke
Hey,
the record.
That guy literally made up half of the revenue from that Captain Marvel made at the box
Oh,
office.
he a freak, huh?
It was like him and 10 other people that saw
And
that
I
movie.
feel sorry for him because out of all the films to like binge watch
Dude.
and over and over again, I don't think Captain Marvel is it.
I literally have not seen it since I left that theater. I literally have not watched it since.
I've never seen it.
I never saw Captain Marvel.
Hey,
But I did want
you guys
to.
are not missing out. You guys are not missing
I
out.
went to go see it simply for Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah.
Look, I was so disappointed in Captain Marvel, yo. Oh my god, I was so disappointed. They kept hyping it up like, yo, last time I trusted somebody, I lost an eye and everything. I'm like, yo, how is he gonna lose his eye? It is in the dumbest way you can
Oh
ever.
yeah, I could go with that.
Especially
yeah.
how he like
I
built
did
it up,
see
like,
that.
I trusted somebody and then I lost an eye and it was like, yeah. I don't want to
Dude,
get
I did
ridiculous.
see that. I did see that on Twitter. I was like, okay, well, now I don't have to go see the movie. So that was the worst thing they could have done. I did want to say though, the Watchmen reference. Yeah, I was like, I thought he already did that somewhere in the background, and Snyder Queen mentioned it. It was in Man of Steel when he was fighting Zod, but it's so quick, like you can't see it. But I rewatched Man of Steel with my lady the other day, and in the middle of the fight when he hits the back of the days whatever, it was like 16 days since the
accident. Yeah.
Dude, she noticed it. I didn't know if she was gonna see it or not. And as soon as it happened, she goes, ha, ha.
I love
was
your laugh.
perfect.
Get
It
off
was
of me.
perfect. And watching that though, I was like, I had to keep biting my tongue. Like, oh, did you see that reference? Did you see that reference? Because I didn't see it when I first watched it, but rewatching it, Man of Steel is a world builder by itself. You literally have
Lex
Soups.
Luthor, Bruce Wayne, you know,
right?
what I'm saying?
He gets dropped off at the farm again, like midway through the movie, by a LexCorp truck.
Yeah.
Not to mention the LexCorp references when he's fighting the other and like the trucks that get blown up. Then he hits a Wayne satellite. Like all of this, it's like, oh, where's it all coming from? How's it even happening? And then the very next thing you see in the next movie is fucking Bruce Wayne. So it's like, or the events in Gotham of what's happening, and it's like, yeah, he was world building. No other movies or fucking trilogy had done it up to that scale, with that level of perfection and just the gravitas that Snyder has with his films. Yeah. There's no other trilogy that we've seen do that. I'm sorry, Dark Knight doesn't fucking compare. Like I respect Chris Nolan and his trilogy, but there's in 2 movies, Snyder built a bigger world than he did. We never really got. We saw other parts of the world within. Yeah, exactly. We had to, but like, dude, masterful. And thank you, Christopher Nolan, for the story for Man of Steel, by the way. Because rewatching it, I'm just like, oh my fucking god, this is amazing. This is
Yeah.
amazing. It's still a masterpiece, dude.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan did an excellent job with those movies for what they were, and them being singular Batman stories.
Right.
But what I also really respect him for is for picking Zack to do Man of Steel, yo. I mean, that was like,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah, no hate towards
For
him at
him,
all.
for him
Handpicked.
to have that foresight of like, look, because he even said like, look, I can't wrap my mind around Superman, right? And just think about it. If he's doing like this super hyper realistic Batman, you know, each of these directors, they have their own vision. He's like, look, I just can't wrap my mind around Superman being in this world, right? So he's like, look, I gotta go grab somebody else that can do this. And he went and tapped Zack on the shoulder, and you know, that is one of the best things that I think has ever happened in Hollywood. You know,
Oh,
so
for sure.
was him kind of picking Zack to do these movies. But you know, I just want to reiterate. So the entire panel is happy, right, with them trying to incorporate these movies into that timeline.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It
Yeah.
gives us DC to go see. Let's be honest. Because we haven't had that for a while.
You good, Austin. You with the catchy phrases. The
The
DC to
guy's
go
on top
see.
of it.
Yeah, I mean,
Hashtag put that in there right now. Hashtag DC, you'll go see.
yo, when was the last time that you guys were like legit hyped to go to the movies to see a DC movie?
BBS.
Justice League. I was hyped for that.
Oh yeah, I needed to rephrase that. Yeah,
I was hyped for that.
forgot about that version.
That was a heartbreak. dude.
Yeah, no. I went to Justice League 3 times in theaters because I was trying so hard
Oh, poor
to
guy.
find a reason to love it. Like I brought Corey to go see it once, brought the family to go see it once, and brought friends to go see it another time. And it was because I didn't know all the drama that was going on. I just figured, oh, this is gonna be Zack
same.
Snyder's movie. This is gonna be the most epic thing ever. And when I first saw, I was like, yeah, man, this is good. I think it was. Let's watch it again.
The
It's-
Justice League hanging out together,
Drinking
That's
alcohol.
cool.
It's good, right? It's good.
I was hyped for the Justice League as well, the Justice League, especially when Trey. I think you bought my tickets, Trey. Thank you.
I did
again
buy
for
your
that.
tickets. I often buy your tickets when we go see movies.
Yes, I appreciate that very much, Trey. But we go see it, and
How did I not know that you guys were brothers? Like this is utterly ridiculous. I just swore you guys were besties.
Yeah, no. I
him
guess I
personally.
have to claim them, but yeah, no. But Trey got me the tickets. We went there, and the only good thing I have to say that has ever come from Justice League is because me and Trey, we have a very he's Batman, I'm Superman. We have that Batman v Superman relationship, and I'm always giving him shit that Batman is just hero support, you know, just to tease them and egg them on. So when Superman was that was like Justice League was just Superman saving the day everywhere he goes, showing that, you know, I don't really need the Justice League, which is not what the Justice League is supposed to be. So it didn't do any respect to that matter. But being able to tease Trey that, Superman is the best, which we all knew was the only thing I've ever used with Justice League. But yeah, Justice League was the
Who died in BVS?
lesson.
I'm just kidding.
Saving the day, though.
Took a
Why
no.
you stand off on the side, big fella?
Just know that you were able to save the day because Batman spared Superman.
Why you say that name?
Yeah, like yo, I think that I would agree. The last time that I was legit hyped to go see a DC movie, it was to go see Justice League, right?
Mhm.
Which just speaks to the power, you know, that Zack has, right? I mean, you know, we need that Snyder cut in theaters. I mean, once that happens, I'm gonna flip out. Like, I'm probably gonna do a backflip.
Bro,
Honestly, I'm surprised David
Do it back.
Zaslav hasn't greenlighted that already because obviously with the physical copy and the digital copy, he made a shiny penny with the digital copy just recently. You would think he's going like, okay, just just a couple weekends, 2 weekends releasing in theaters.
I think you're gonna wait for that.
What about this? What about the haircut in theaters?
Why not?
I mean, you
It
know, we
wouldn't be
go see it.
extremely longer.
I
you know?
did see what the Scooper Supreme maybe mentioned that. He's like, don't be surprised if there's a
That's
limited
right.
theatrical, and he goes, oops.
Freaking Mikey.
Did you see the comment I made today? I was like, Batflick and Wonder Woman romance coming, and then Mikey goes, I can't talk about that, Necron. I was like, wow. There you go.
We
Love
love
Mikey,
it, dude.
man. He's great.
We love
Hashtag
it.
Trey bought the ticket.
Yeah, dude. I remember seeing the I think it was a Comic-Con trailer that we came out for the Justice League, but when I saw the little glimpse of Flash in BVS, I was like, okay, now I can't wait to see Zack Snyder do the Flash. Because when I saw him do Superman, saw him do Batman, Wonder Woman, I'm like, he's making these things badass. Badass, and not like comic book joke characters. Like, I've been wanting to see someone do Flash badass. Sorry, Grant Gustin ain't it. All right. So I'm hyped for this film. The first fucking glimpse I get to see of him as the Flash, he's poking through glass, dude, in slow motion. And you just see it fucking bend around his finger. We got that in the trailer.
Yeah.
I watched Justice League and walked out. Many people were probably like, what did I just watch? I was like, where the fuck was that scene? And that's how I knew that they had fucked with the movie from that. I was like, yo, we didn't see that. Zack Snyder would have showed that. There's no way he's doing the slow-mo and all that shit and not fucking showing it.
He's
There's no reason.
breaking through the glass with his finger.
Yeah, dude, I was like, where was that scene? I was so mad. I had to go back and look at the trailers. I'm like, where did I see it? I know I saw that somewhere. I wasn't dreaming it. I was so mad because of that, bro. So hopefully we get some more little Flash moments in the future. I don't care. I would love it to be Ezra Miller, obviously. But if they do another actor who's comparable to him, I'll take it. I'm not gonna complain, dude. As long as they stay with the SnyderVerse, I don't care.
Savage Bat is saying BVS Ultimate Edition is better than Zack Snyder's Justice League. Here's the thing.
It's. I don't know if I could ever do that.
We can fight over it.
They're this to me.
That's
Dude,
but I do watch
really
BVS
depends
more.
on what day that you ask me. On some days it's BVS. On some days it's the Snyder Cut. Like it's literally like a day by day thing.
Yeah. Well,
I kind of like
I
the
think,
unhinged Batman, though, man.
Yeah.
I
mean,
love
there's
that.
something to be said that BVS Ultimate Edition is a masterpiece, but like I feel like what takes Zack Snyder's Justice League over the top is the fact that the whole story behind it, the fact that we had a fight so many years for it, the fact that we had that we raised almost $1 million in AFSP, it was a hard fight that we finally achieved together, and it brought like a world of strangers together. So I think that film just holds like a sentimental value that will always be hard to top with any film that ever comes out.
Yeah.
Hold on. I have a question. Granny Goodness's name is stenciled on the side of the hot dog cart in Zack Snyder's Justice League.
I don't recall that.
Look, and then Savage Bat said that he noticed it too.
Those Easter eggs are what we look for, and we did not get those and haven't been getting those.
Man.
Because these guys making the movies now don't know nothing about the characters.
Right.
It sucks.
Dude, when I watch Zack Snyder's movies, I'm just like, okay, what's going on here? A fucking little screen of a newspaper goes by quick. I'm like, oh, now I gotta pause it, rewind, fucking go see what that newspaper said because it's obviously important. Like, fucking A.
Yep.
Oh shit, yeah, they're right. Granny Goodness tube steaks.
Wow.
Would you eat a Granny Goodness tube steak?
Nope.
I think Trey would take 2 of them.
Oh, dude.
That's
you think
crazy.
it's Parademon?
I've never noticed that shit. I have never noticed that shit.
Tube steak.
Man, yeah, I'm fucking hyped, dude.
Yo, Zack literally said that it's almost in every frame of the movie. There's like a double meaning or like an Easter egg.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but Final Crisis don't mean nothing. It's just a picture of a turkey.
Just
Yeah.
hashtag just
I
a turkey,
know,
Negron.
dude.
Just a turkey. You're
He
just a
just,
turkey.
you know,
for
his
thinking
daily
that.
read is some DC content. You know, like what?
They don't know. They don't know, man.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's DC references for names even in Rebel Moon. You know, like a planet might be called fucking like Oa or or something like that, but it's spelled differently. We're like, whoa, but they just mention it once, just a little pass along,
A little.
and
Yeah.
that's just Snyder waving to us. Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for watching.
He'll
That's
probably
for
have
you
a
guys.
picture of like Green Lantern just in the background of Rebel Moon with you.
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, and they ask about it, and they just called something different, like, oh, that's a show we used to watch back in the day.
Or just a lantern symbol somewhere in the background somewhere.
Anything, dude, anything, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it, honestly, just because that's Zack Snyder.
That's how he
that
does.
level of detail is there for a reason. He knows he watches movies like we do, so that's why he makes the level of quality of movies that he does, because he watches his own movies and he sees the incorrections and I can add a little detail here. I can do this, I can do that, and that gives him ideas for his next movies. That's why he's always making new lenses. He's like, wait, I can fucking contort a lens here and have it look different in the picture and the IMAX. Like, there's so many ideas running through that guy's head. He's not conformed to a formula. The SnyderVerse is ever expanding, so we're gonna have a bunch of different movies that come along the way that we didn't know about, and we have to be open to them, because guess who knows? The man knows, dude. Or the woman, whoever's in the position, they know what they're doing. Now they know what they're doing. Before, there was just a blind man driving a snowplow truck, dude. He did not know where they were going.
It was
sliding all over the road, hitting shit, taking out mailboxes and cars.
There's a bunch
now
of
we're
clowns
good.
in a clown car running
Right.
off the road
Squirrel
all
looking
the time.
for a nut.
Just
Look,
no idea where they're going.
I saw Integrity going on a tangent in the chat about that play in BVS versus Justice League. I get it, right? That he was a bit lightened up and it was for his art. But
yeah,
because he was, riding off that high of what happened with Superman, right? But if you look, just like you said, in that nightmare timeline, that's when it's going to get back to it. I mean, you saw him being that savage in BVS, right? Because Batman, he kind of, adjusts to whatever he has to be, right? In any given moment, right? When he needed to be the one to go out and bring the Justice League together, he went and did that, right? So it was a natural evolution for his character. Now that he's going to be in a position where it's like the end of the world and it's like Mad Max time and they're fighting for resources and trying to fucking save their lives and save the timeline. I think that he's going to get back to that brutal BVS.
Well,
he's not going to have time
to
hang them by their heels upside down and all that. He's going to just take them out.
And not only that, you have to think about what's going to happen in that between time from Zack Snyder's Justice League to, that nightmare timeline. Like, when you think about it, the Batman film was supposed to come out, and we heard from Joe Manganiello that Deathstroke was going to kill people that were closest to Bruce. Well, who's the closest person to Bruce?
Alfred.
Yeah, Alfred was going to die in the Batman film, and I can only imagine what that would have done to Bruce. Like, I think you would have seen Bruce go back to the man that he was in BVS, broken, lost, and honestly, probably the only person that was keeping him sane was his friend Superman, and then to lose Superman, I think would have just been the end all for him, when he gets to that nightmare timeline. To where, he's truly that broken bat that we loved in BVS, but it's going to be all the more that incredible story arc that we get of him redeeming himself,
Yeah, I can't wait to see what they end up doing, because we know it's going to happen. Like, anyone who's like, oh, I don't know, it's because they don't really believe in this new regime like a lot of us do.
Some
Maybe
people
that's
don't even know there's a new regime by the
yeah,
comments
that's
they
very
make.
true.
You're like, wow.
The amount of people that I used to hate on our channel when I said Hamada was gone, they're like, no, dude, he's staying. David Zaslav's not going to get rid of him. And I was like, where are you at now?
Yeah.
What did you say? Shut the
What
hell
happened
up.
to Toby? Yeah, I just can't wait to see honestly whatever scenes they filmed for him in the Flash. Like he's supposed to be badass for that. We keep hearing Sil talk about how Zaslav wants to save most of the footage in there and that like he's got a new bike. They put a lot of money into Batfleck for the Flash. Like he might look fucking awesome, dude. He might be just being legit like prime Bats again. All right, we just saved the world. Superman is back, and the Flash needs my help. So he might just now it's gonna be Aquaman and all that, but you don't know what they filmed for that at that time.
Yeah.
So it could be him just being a fucking badass again.
Well,
Who
it's gonna
knows?
be like the Justice League animated Batman, the one
Right.
who was like going out there with the Justice League, taking on shit. Like
Mhm.
that was what was so cool about Zack Snyder's Justice League. It was like, even though he was the more hopeful Batman, it was that animated Justice League Batman. Like he's hanging in there with these meta humans fighting against this insane army that, I mean, let's be honest, if it was Christian Bale's Batman, the show would be over.
Yeah.
You needed someone like Ben Affleck's Batman.
How many parademons did he take out, man? He took out
like
legions of them.
Yeah, legions is
Yo,
right.
Look, we got
like 30 on foot. Though.
Our final panel member for the night. You know what I'm saying? Rounding this thing out. And I'm glad that he's here so that we can get his takes before we go to the last topic. Our final panel member is Leon of the New Geeks.
The cool table is complete.
Got a new
What's good? What's good?
What's up, Leon?
Man, listening to this conversation heat up, I'm like, yo, let me my phone charged up enough. Let me go ahead and hop in. Good to see y'all boys on.
Hey, turn the camera on, Leon.
No, man, I'm
I know.
I'm naked, man. I don't think y'all want to see that. I'm just playing.
No, what was the deal again? Leon has to turn on his cam when
Zack comes back.
Zachary Edward Snyder enters the chat.
When you dropped the other day or week, when you said, Leon's face is out there somewhere, that had me cracking up, bro.
Now, who can we convince to legally change their names to Zachary Edwards?
Right? And just become an executive.
Yeah.
It'll be spelled with an H though instead of a K. We're like, it's not him.
Oh, look at that, Snyder Queen. She's like, "Hey, yo, Leon, prove it, naked."
Wait a minute. Let me get.
Is that Sharon Peters?
Let me get Corey up here next to me. You know what I'm saying?
Snyder Queen, a freak.
Huh?
Corey, I love that. Oh, you a freak.
Freak, big fella.
Oh shit.
Yo, look, Leon, I want to get your take on two things. I guess we can touch back on this since you didn't really get to touch on it earlier. Batman Beyond, does it have to be Michael Keaton? You know what I'm saying? Or should it be Ben Affleck possibly?
To be honest, I don't like either one. No, I'm just kidding.
Bro,
the whole fucking chat just shut down. Nah, of course it should be Keaton, man. I mean, I understand the whole Batfleck thing. I mean, it's Ben. If we can get more Ben, why not, right? But if we're gonna pick something, financially speaking, Keaton would be that move, man. Because you don't really want to confuse the audience as it is. That's number one. Number two, I get from a fan's perspective, it's like, oh yeah, man, Batfleck again. But nah. From if we're thinking smart, that's what we usually do in, the Snyder fan, and we always thinking fucking overly smart. I think Keaton is the move. Plus, I think like for not necessarily nostalgia, but for just continuity wise, the 89 and 92 films, they literally inspired Batman animated series. And Batman Beyond is a sequel to that series. So I just think it would be poetically right to have Keaton on. That shit would be dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And Keaton, he's a capable actor. All he'd have to do is sit in a fucking chair and play an old man. I mean, come on. He could do that. He ain't gotta be 6'2".
He only got to put on the suit one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and hey, he goes out as Batman. He fucking gets his ass kicked, and he's like, "Yo, I can't keep doing this." You know what I'm saying? I gotta go find a younger person.
And then he might not even have to do that. He might not even have to do that, Sky. Like, we'd have a stuntman doing that shit. Because remember, the suit covers the whole body. You don't even see the person's jaw. No. I'm fucking with you. You know I'm just saying, like, playfully, like, we ain't even got to do none of that. Like, for all the people that are like, it doesn't make sense because he's not physically accurate and whatever.
5'9".
Yeah. You know how many most actors in Hollywood are short as fuck.
Yeah,
like
dude.
that's just the way it is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. See, Koj know what's up because I'm an older brother. You know what I'm saying? So
that's funny.
I gotta stick with my big bros. You know what I'm saying? Like my big bros.
That's funny. So, but yeah, I hope I didn't ruffle any feathers with that answer. But I mean, it's got to be Keaton, dog. I mean, come on, man. And he's already at the age where it makes sense. You don't have to do a whole bunch of like makeup and shit. You just, have him play himself with a wig on.
Hey, Marcus Cruz, we just proved it, bro. Tom Hardy's 5'9". Tom Hardy's the same size, bro.
Yo,
yeah, he looked like 6'4".
Marcus said he needs a badass mentor. He said that in the chat.
Yeah,
bro. Listen, man. Listen. Keaton is the OG, bro. He was badass before we knew what was up. No one was complaining after he came out. Everybody was crying after he left. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts. Like, come on, bro. Calm down.
And he was badass as the Vulture too. He's been badass in multiple movies.
Exactly.
Broaden your horizon, my friend. He'll be just perfect as Batman Beyond. And if you don't want him as Batman Beyond, we'll just call Batman Beyond Batman Returns. All right.
Word. Hey, I appreciate that. The Bat Channel. Appreciate that. Subscribe to my channel to see the one video I've put up.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's about Aquaman making $1 billion.
Hey, yo, we own Leon. Trust me.
Oh nah.
We
More
own
to
Leon.
come. I have something cooking behind the scenes that I'm gonna drop. I'm not gonna say a word about it, but I've been trying to get this dude since I've heard little things going around the internet. I'm not gonna say a hint about it, but I got something cooking.
Okay,
sure.
Now, Leon, you want to give your take on WBD using the SnyderVerse timeline as the backdrop for the main continuity of the DCEU?
Man, it's the smart move.
Before we move on to our last topic, because I gotta get y'all. I can't wait.
Definitely. I mean, it's a smart move. I won't even joke about it. Like I would start off with a joke and say how it's the fucking best idea. It's financially smart. It's smart optically. It's smart on a lot of levels. At the end of the day, haters can say what they want, and it's kind of like when you look at sports and you see people try to like big up a team that doesn't deserve it, and you look at the stats make no damn sense, etc. And then you see a team that's always kicking ass. Like before Justice League, everything Snyder was on had an upward trajectory. Man of Steel, upward trajectory. BVS, upward trajectory. Wonder Woman, Suicide Squad. I forgot about that. Even Suicide Squad, right? Like, pay attention to this. Suicide Squad was a movie that should have failed. It had a bunch of bad guys in it and Joker. And then like people saw those trailers and they were like, hold up. We got Batman in that bitch doing his thing behind the scenes and kicking ass. little trinkets of DC here and there. Like people were looking forward to the next chapter of what was going down after Dawn of Justice. And then when Justice League came out, it was ass. Complete and total ass. Word of mouth was bad.
With all that momentum, killed
the entire thing. And then what was the
one more thing, Leon? Suicide Squad had an amazing soundtrack. Not like the score for the film. I mean, the actual soundtrack that was like.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
It was amazing. Yo, I still play that soundtrack sometimes to this day. Fire.
Check it. I used to tell people the same thing, and it put me back when I was a kid, when we used to like watch comic book movies like Batman 1989, and they had sick ass soundtracks attached to them. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't get that same feeling until Suicide Squad and DC brought that flavor back. When you go to the movies and you in that bitch having a blast, and then you leave that bitch and you go pop in that soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally have your homies, your lady, everybody popping their ass, doing their thing to a fucking comic book soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a party in DC. Meanwhile, the media and a bunch of
goofy
motherfuckers.
On there. Come on, y'all.
What was her? Yeah,
they had the Joker in a Rick Ross video.
Yes.
What was your favorite song off that track?
Oh
my favorite song was
All My Friends Are Heathens.
Yes. 21 Pilots. I think a close second would surprise y'all. It's actually the song with the shorty, the one about the gangster. Because me and my lady, man, we used to. My lady
I
used to
love
have that
the
as
intro,
my
but I
ringtone.
hate when the song starts.
Oh, really?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, but I love the intro. It is like perfect. You know, I love that Action Bronson song that I saw you.
Oh yeah, that whole soundtrack.
Oh my god,
yeah, that soundtrack bangs, dog.
It's a good soundtrack. Yeah.
Bangs. But yeah, man, like DC was a party. It was a bunch of dumbass narratives going down where like, you know, they tried to make it seem like it was all boring and shit. You feel me? But DC was hot.
Dude, it made me want to get a Joker tattoo, you know, with a smile face on it. It was so bumping, you know. I was like, oh yeah.
I saw a dude in
Lamborghini song, man.
Lamborghini lurking.
Yes, that's my third. I think my third favorite, purple Lamborghini.
Love
and I'm not even a big Ross fan like that.
I am.
But
shout out to Maz Mama Bear. She been pressing y'all on the likes all night. You know, that's my boo. You know what I'm saying? Love you much. You got Integrity saying Michael Keaton made his directorial debut in 2008, playing a suicidal hitman in The Married Gentleman. He keeps bringing this movie up, guys. Has anybody seen this thing?
I haven't seen the entire thing, but I know exactly what he's talking about. I know what he's talking about. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is that ask Integrity if that's the one with he's wearing like the glasses in the movie, if I'm not mistaken, like a pair of shades or some shit, and like a white suit, I think.
Yeah. But
the one last thing I'm gonna say about it, right? Yeah. To fully answer your question, the next movie that came out that was even Snyder related at all, me and you have talked about this a bunch of times, Sky, was Aquaman. Because Jason Momoa was bigging up the Snyder Cut community and the Snyder Cut itself and Zack Snyder, and you had James Wan talking about how he got the respect of Zack Snyder and Deborah to make the movie, etc. So all us Snyder fans went to go see that bitch, including the general audience, and it hit $1 billion. So, you know, other than Joker and Snyder adjacent Aquaman, there have been flop after flop after flop. And people can't say shit about a disease or a virus and none of that shit because Spider-Man No Way Home waves his dick at all that. Excuse my French.
It's true. It's true.
You know what I mean? Like,
hey,
COVID.
That channel. First of all, y'all keep dropping all these links. Drop a link to y'all channel in there. Like, what are you guys doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all keep dropping all these links. Drop a link to y'all channel. You guys sub to the Bat channel, yo. These dudes be over there working hard, man. They got super dope content. That's why I got them over here. Look, anybody that I ever bring over here, y'all need to just go ahead and sub to their channel because, like, they cool. I'm never gonna bring anybody on here that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I promise.
It's an honor to sit at the cool table. Normally, Trey and I are sitting at the kiddie table, so it's an honor to finally sit at the cool table.
Hey, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good because y'all cool kids. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Man, I saw these guys on Sill's channel first, and that's where I started following them.
back.
Oh wow, really? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, me and Trey go back to Clapback Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Like,
big fella. Those were some damn good fun streams, man.
woo-wee.
I miss those some days.
I always noticed Trey had this island hats. I was like, damn, that's a nice fucking.
I always look at Trey's room. I'm like, all right, I got some competition. All right.
His hats are always fire. He bought me this one. It's like, god damn, you know.
Yeah, and dude,
Word.
you know how long it took me to get you the black suit Superman
Wow.
hat? Ooh, that went limited
all of
edition. It was hard to find, man. I had to like go to the UK. Well, I didn't go to UK, but I had to like search around in the foreign markets to get it for you.
I flew overseas to get this fucking hat.
That's how
I
much I
had
love
to
you.
kill him, man. Jesus.
I do agree that, come to think about it, that Black Panther soundtrack was pretty dope, but that don't count because Kendrick Lamar did that. And that don't
Yeah.
count.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like they literally got Kendrick Lamar to curate that soundtrack. It don't
And
count.
that, He's
That
too
shit is a
fire.
Kendrick Lamar album, pretty much. Real talk.
Hey, which album do you think is better? Was
I don't think that whole album was better than the Suicide Squad
me
album.
neither, dog. And
Bro,
I don't re-listen to that Wakanda soundtrack. Like I try to because I'm black. You know what I'm saying? Like just for the culture, I just gotta do it.
Right.
I just gotta do it.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna front, Leon. I think you might need to go back and go check that one out, bro.
Nah, I'm bullshitting.
I probably listen to that one more often, come to think about it, but I still do listen to both of them, though. Absolutely.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. Sub to the Bat channel, you know, right now. Go sub to them if you have not all
Do it.
ready. They drop
Too
dope
kind.
content, and, you know, I love the
Thanks,
enhancement.
guys.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. I went over to the
Love
Bat
it.
channel originally from Sill's channel, and I didn't know about Super Real Corey. And then I was like, wait, who the
Yeah.
fuck is this?
Yeah.
Oh, this
Yep.
is his brother? Let's go.
Yo, dude, I figured out that was brother like 2 weeks ago.
I know we're like playing video games together. And then just one day, this guy's like, "Wait, hold on, you two motherfuckers are brothers?" Like,
Real talk.
It's gonna be a fun game to play with everyone you meet on the internet. He's like, all right, yeah, we're brothers. And who's older? Oh,
I love that question. I love that question.
fucking hate it because he throws it in my face.
And
Because
then
a lot of people think it's Trey, and I'm like, yeah, I'll be
It's because I'm mature, you know.
When I saw Corey's real hair, I was like, yo, he's wearing a wig. He's wearing a wig, dude.
It's
Yeah.
just Nick, it's not fair.
Yo, dude.
OJ with the deep cut
So
that was
good.
a Kendrick Lamar album, just like Batman was a Prince album. Absolutely.
Hey, remember I told you, I said 1989 is when I last, you know, before Suicide Squad soundtrack, when I last heard a dope ass DC album like that. You know what I'm saying? That 89 soundtrack.
Or even just like a dope movie album in general to just buy and like, oh, yo, you got the Warner Brothers have their own like label. That's how they were able to get all of those people. They had probably already had them signed. So why not do that for more movies? You know, like how much was it to get all of those features for Lil Wayne, Wiz Khalifa, like Ty Dolla $ign, all the people that were in that one song, like the guy from Imagine Dragons did that song. Like so many people, so many famous people leading up to this movie, and then they're like, you know what? I bet you the album did well, and all the singles were doing well before the movie. So they're like, hey, we have to put all these songs in the movie now. Oh shit! And David Ayer was like, what? Are you kidding me?
Dude, that movie was put together by a trailer company, bro. Like,
I know.
All right, look, hold on, guys. I want to get to this last topic because I think that this is something important, and I want to get you guys' take on it. All right. The pivot. All right. Recently, right, as we've all started to notice, there's been a pivot in the way that Warner Brothers Discovery has been being covered by a lot of these outlets and insiders and things of that nature. There's been a lot of like anti whatever WBD got going on. They're questioning a lot of David Zaslav's moves. They're saying that this stuff is incorrect. Some outlets have even gone so far as to call him like sexist and racist and stuff like that, right? What do you guys think is mainly behind this sea change, right? Because from where I can see, Warner Brothers has been engaging in some very vile behavior throughout these last few years, and it seems like some of these same people and outlets did not question them at all throughout this entire process. But now that there seems to be a new sheriff in town that's seemingly cleaning things up and on the verge of restoring the SnyderVerse, there seems to have been a certain change in the way that Warner Brothers Discovery has been being covered. So I want to get you guys' take on this stuff. Am I tripping? Like, am I making this up, or is this a real thing?
Bandwagon fans, bro. That's a real thing, like obviously, everybody wants to be accepted. Everybody wants to feel like they're part of the cool table, right? And if you see that your movement isn't the right way, you're going to see people start flipping over to the right side. And how I see it, the more people that are pushing for this movie, that's all I want. I want the restoration of the SnyderVerse, and that's all I care about. I don't care how we get to it. I'm going to remember who the real ones are. That's all I need to know. I know that I want to be here with you people right now, and as well as all my other friends out there. Other people starting to jump on the bandwagon. Welcome. We told y'all. We believed the entire time. We're going to continue to believe. We're going to continue to fight for it. But we're going to know. And welcome. You can come on over. More people to join the club. But we're going to know. But I think it's important for us to stay positive as well and keep fighting for the right way and the right path. So keep pushing for it.
See, this whole thing, it's very curious to me, right? Because us as Zack Snyder fans, we've been dealing with a lot of like this anti-Snyder sentiments and rhetoric, right, for like quite some time. And it seemed like as long as Warner Brothers was doing what, a certain section of the fandom wanted them to do, they were all good with it, right? Mm-hmm. But now that, it's getting pretty obvious what's coming. I mean, it's getting pretty obvious, right? The whole Flashpoint timeline got canceled. The SpaghettiVerse is dead, right? They are openly marketing Batman v Superman and Zack Snyder's Justice League characters. I mean, it's obvious what's going on. Clay and Zack are teasing at an all-time high and stuff like that, right? They're liking Vero posts about the SnyderVerse coming back, right? Like, it's all just pretty much ramping up. And I just find it very funny that now that we're on the cusp of getting what we want, there seems to be this anti-Snyder rhetoric and sentiments kind of creeping back into the media right before he comes back. Does anybody else kind of find that strange as well?
I find it. I don't find it strange because I think what I think is going on is some of the old regime is being petty like they always are. Mm-hmm. And they're trying to stick the cancel culture dogs on the new regime, trying to get them canceled before they can even get started. Like, oh, they don't like women because they canceled Batwoman. I'm not Batwoman, Batgirl. It's just stupid shit like that they're trying to, and they know that these people who love to cancel, if they, catch wind of anything, they're going, oh, they all jump over there and it's like a dog pile situation. It's dog pile on without even really looking at anything. It's just like, mob mentality, basically. Just jump all over them and cancel them. That's my take on what's going on.
I agree with that, man. But the unfortunateness of that for them is I believe that there's way more of us who support DC, who support the SnyderVerse, who know the facts, who know Zack Snyder, who knows if they use his work that it's gonna be, you know, in good faith always. We're never gonna fucking punch down. We're never gonna make stupid jokes. We're never gonna make light of things that don't need to be made light of. Like, we're gonna stick to a good story. We're gonna get quality entertainment, and that's what we want. So
Protect the brand.
right, the people making those decisions are making the right decisions. All the rhetoric, all the narrative spinning is hilarious to me, somebody who's enlightened. And yeah, you know, mob mentality, people who don't, you know, read past the headlines and see that most of these, you know, people who are writing these articles debunk themselves within their own fucking articles.
The
Like,
Jedi hunt themselves.
right. They are a dying breed. And if in this case, I guess we're the fucking empire taking over the galaxy. And
No, we're the
it's
rebellion.
a hostile, right?
We're the rebellion.
Rebellion, yeah. But it's a hostile takeover. That's what it is. Like, it's not gonna be nice. It's immediate. It has to be immediate because the company is worth so much money. You don't want to lose any more than the old regime already has. And if you think that they were making money, you're just an idiot. And stay out of the talks about business if you think that they were making money, any sort of money.
No.
But
They were
it's
petty idiots.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we've been around so long that we know when these fake attacks come out. Talking to you, Trolling Stones, thank you, good, awesome for that. We know what you're up to, Tatiana, chilling with Jeff Johns and all that.
Tatiana.
We've been here. We've been here the whole time, man. We've been here the whole time. We calling you out. We know what's happening. We know. Oh, that sounds like this person's talking about it. Yeah, it's you're talking to the former Zack who's trying to do a smear campaign, and we ain't falling for it, big fella.
Hey, Ezra Miller, felony charges, blah blah blah. What happened? Oh, he sold some beer out of the cabinet.
From his mom's
Really,
house?
man?
Yo,
Like,
and
when?
The real question
that's from
is
his
what
mom's
type of
house,
beer?
yo.
At his mom's house.
That's a good point. What
You
kind
know
of
what
beer?
that story
What kind of
told
beer,
me?
you know?
He's got a scummy mom and a shit fucking guy, whoever was like with her. Like, that's what it tells me.
Yep.
No offense to Ezra if they, you know, love their mother like I love my mother, but that tells me that they got a shitty freaking mom. Like, who does that to their kid? Who, like, oh yeah, my boyfriend can press charges on him. Like, isn't that what happened? Like, the boyfriend or whatever is the one who did
booze
it
in the first place.
Yeah, just give him away if it really matters that much.
And he's probably got into some family fight and said, "Well, I'm taking my shit back."
Yeah.
Oh, you're stealing from him. Man, that's stupid shit. Stupid shit.
It just goes to show
Blown
you,
out
like,
proportion, like felony charges, theft, blah blah. And like, man, tell the story.
to me, it humanized Ezra to me more. Like, reading that and the new story that was put out about that. Like, oh, they got shitty family too, you know? Because I grew up with that as well. And I know how it is. Family should not be doing that to you in any way, shape, or form, or letting someone that they're associated with do that to you. So yeah, they're human just like the rest of us.
Good point. My opinion about all this is, I think like this is, okay, I think this is deeper than a lot of, no pun intended, peeling in the chat. I think this is deeper than a lot of us realize, or maybe we do and we just don't talk about it. But like, I know, like, for example, saying again, Peely, like, he's mentioned a few times to us, like, yo, be careful about this and that. And the more and more I look at all this stuff outside of entertainment and inside of entertainment, and the way entertainment is used to manipulate and like, I look at all of that and I'm just like, these things can't be separate from one another. You know what I mean? Like, the way, how can I say this? The way certain systems utilize entertainment to kind of manipulate and coerce, and, you know, they call them programs for a reason. Like, when you turn the TV on, you know, hey, let's turn on the program. You know what I mean? With all that being said, people were saying it in the chat here and there too, what I'm about to say, which is, when you go against the machine, you know, they're going to label you whatever they want. And right now we live in an era where it's very, 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 very convenient and very, very, very easy for you to be labeled certain things, because they've already made society kind of, or at least on the internet, they've already made the internet pretty weak when it comes to terminology, right? If right now you say something that someone has deemed bad, you know what I'm saying? One of y'all could get canceled, quote unquote, even though we can all laugh. Look at this dude. using the stream as a mirror. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, hey.
I agree though.
This is happening, guys.
That's in
I know, and Peely, that's why I'm not trying to go
Yep.
deep right now, right? That's why I've been quiet, because I'm hearing all this, and
He's going knee deep.
the conspiracy theorist in me is like kind of getting, you know, and I hate that term conspiracy theorist. I just use it colloquially, but you know, because it's really kind of derogatory, or they try to make it derogatory.
But that's what they're trying to do against us, man. They're using social medias to have us fight with each other, and that's not just at media level, man. That's at all levels, bro.
Well, you're right, and I'm gonna just get surface level with it, right? Because we'll save all that for hashtag go deep at the cool table. You know what I'm saying? We'll do that day.
No,
but
I'm gonna drop what the hashtag is gonna be for that show.
Oh no, that's my own personal hashtag. Yeah, that's my own personal hashtag for that.
You know what I'm saying?
Go deep at the cool table. That's my shit. I'm just gonna say that, but I'm a rock with whatever you come up with as well. However, I'm gonna get surface level with it. I'm not gonna go too deep with it. What I'm going to say is this, right? At the end of the day, we know the Hamada regime or the Emmerich regime or whatever, the old regime, the clown table. They have little moles everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were getting paid under the table and getting incentives and red carpet events and gift bags and all types of shit for doing whatever the clown table wanted. So that never went away. It's not like the clown table's broke just because they don't work at Warner Brothers or they're waiting to get fired doesn't mean that they're broke. So they're still out there getting paid. Like, hey, Tatiana, I got you. You know, start dropping your bullshit. Because mainstream media, they're hoping they're hoping mainstream audiences will catch on to this shit. But generally speaking, the general audience doesn't give a fuck about this shit. They don't, dog. If you go to a random motherfucker on the street right now and ask them about a THR interview, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" They don't care.
They're trying to THR.
Right. Exactly.
They either see it while they're scrolling on their, you know, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, Instagram, or they pass by it at the gas station or in the grocery aisle. They don't give a fuck.
Think about it. That's why they do this so often, because they know that general audiences don't really care. But what general audiences care about are the titles and headlines that will traffic. That's it. That's why you get like 50 fucking articles. You remember that day? What day was that? Where there was like that one article constantly repeated. And I hit up Sil and I was like, yo, and I made a video out of it. And basically it was Trolling Stone. There you go, Trolling Stone. I put up the video showing how many times they shared that one fucking article. And they kept sharing it and trying to make it look like it was something new with the same kind of rhetoric. So they know that general audiences ain't reading this shit. But what they do pay attention to are the titles. You know what I'm saying?
The headline.
The
headline
behind it all, too.
Not the content. Yeah.
There's too many of us, though. They're trolling Stone now. Like, they've lost their whole credibility to me. I used to literally, sometimes they do stories on artists that I want to see the interview with this guy. Like, I remember the one they did back in the day with Lil Wayne. I was like, I want to read that. They did, I don't know if I think they did it with Peyton Manning, but I was like, I want to read that. Now it's like, I don't give a fuck about what you write because you had one person screw it up for you. One person. And then the editor, whoever let that pass through, they thought it was a good article. Yeah, send it out. Boom, 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 boom. Send it out. You guys fucked it all up. You messed up the whole validity of a business that's been around for years and years and years and years.
It's been tainted. I mean, I'm sure Necron can attest to this. I don't want to make it seem like I know you know, but you're a rocker dude, man. You're a metalhead. Rolling Stone used to be grassroots as fuck. They used to be like us. You know what I'm saying? Like way back when. And they've been off that shit for like forever, man. They've been tainted. Now what they're doing is they are now the outlet for the elitists. And I'm not trying to get deep. I'm just gonna be surface level. they're the outlet for the elitists, and they're disguised to look like us now, but they're not us at all now, man.
Hell no.
And
Magazine
I'm
that's
not
us
going to
is
go all
Geekosity.
deep, but elitists, and a lot of people don't even realize it. Elitists, all the Democrats and Republicans, they're all the same.
Facts.
They're all the same.
They trying
Don't
to
die on
divide
those
us.
hills, man.
Yeah,
Because
man. Don't die on the hills of who you voted for. None of these
that's
people
all I'm
give a shit
saying.
about
Political.
it.
I ain't
They
gonna
don't give a
ruin
fuck about it.
Skywalker's show.
But we ain't gonna do it.
Yes.
Let's not do it.
Hey,
Facts.
hey. We gonna say that for when Pilly come on here. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, like,
Hey,
I'm
look
gonna
what
mention in the
integrity
chat
said.
now.
Look what integrity said. One bird, two wings, same crap. Straight up. Left, right wing. Right?
Yep.
Same bullshit. Straight up.
What'd you say, Corey?
I'm gonna mention next week when he shows up. Be like, hey, yo, go deep, Mr. West Ashley.
Coach J said the same thing. That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Like,
yeah.
yo, nah, this is
That's what's up.
Nah, this is
Taking his talking points.
Pilly said that we taking his talking point.
Hey,
We're
Peely,
just
you know what's funny, dog?
surface level, dude. We're not going deep.
Peely,
We're just going
I
surface
was
level.
subscribed to Peely, I think, before I even found out he was a Snyder Cut person. I just saw his shit one day. It was an old ass fucking interview. He was interviewing some dude because I'm on that shit that he on. And like I wasn't subscribed. I take that back. I wasn't subscribed. I had his video saved under a specific thing that I have on YouTube where I save certain political shit or whatever the case may be. And then when I saw he was in the Snyder Cut, I said, "Holy shit, what the fuck? That's crazy." This fucking video. That's just wild, man.
Hey, just make sure y'all watch that Us United hashtag. You know what I'm saying?
And the new shit they're trying to push, that reset shit. They keep trying to say that, and I'm like, ugh, I don't think we should be saying that either. But anyway, go ahead, Scott. This is your shit.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna check this out.
The Professor Griff one. Yes, that's it. That's the one. That's the one, dog.
Oh shit,
That's
he
the
interviewed
one.
Professor Griff.
That's the one.
Yes.
I had that video.
You didn't
saved,
know that, Necron.
man.
Yes.
No, I didn't know that.
Check
Professor
it out.
Griff goes
Peely, before I even knew who you were or what the fuck, I had that video saved under my, like, I guess you could say conspiracy theory playlist or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, before I even know who you were, bro. And life is weird. That's an old ass video, dog.
No,
and here
it's
I am
like a
talking
real
to this
old
dude.
video.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Life is wild, man.
You know what
I
I'm
look
saying?
at it as a blessing, yo, to be honest. See, now we're going too deep. All right, I'm done.
Oh man, we're bringing up the Great Reset now in the chat.
Said the only politics I fuck with is hood politics, and I feel that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Hey, because that hood politics is something completely different. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Bad of Gotham. Geekosity is the only site that's keeping it real.
Yeah,
basically.
Facts, yo. Yes, Retro Nerd Girl. Like, you gotta go check out Mr. West Ashley's YouTube channel.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? This dude got them go deeps or legendary. He interviewed Professor Griff. This dude really put in lots and lots of work, and I got the utmost amount of respect for Mr. West Ashley. Absolutely.
I got a question for Peely, if you could put it in the chat, man. Have you seen Black Balloon? I think his YouTube channel is called.
And Koj right too. This is the surface still. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Word.
We ain't go deep yet.
Facts. We ain't.
Straight up. We really didn't.
But look, if y'all got any like last questions and comments, I'll try to put it in the chat. I'm gonna be wrapping it up within the next like 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So I want to go around and I want to get everybody's thoughts just on all this stuff, man. I want to start with you, Austin. You know what I'm saying? Just what's all your thoughts on, just all this pivoting that's going on, and just where are you feeling right now as a DC fan, right? Going into Black Adam and all that stuff, just a whole like little rundown.
I think Black Adam is gonna start it off. It's gonna be like, one of the final bricks that goes into, actually restoring the Snyderverse when we get the full house that I made an analogy about a couple weeks ago. I'm pretty hyped because I think they're hiding a lot of stuff for DC Fandom. It's a virtual event. Like, they're just gonna drop shit, I think, and it's not gonna be, it's not gonna be a grandiose show that we would maybe expect at San Diego Comic-Con or any Comic-Con. I think they're gonna drop a bunch of stuff. I think all the shock and all that we've been waiting for is gonna show up then. Even just stuff that's just been talked about and hasn't really had any production done to it. They still might announce it. Like, this is their stuff now. They've had some people put in place to give them ideas. They can just go wild with certain things. I think I'm also excited for the comics to be restored in a way, because the comic storylines have been really fucked up. And like, you want to talk politics, they put a lot of stuff in there, just switching stuff, and
too much free reign with stupidity.
a lot of virtue signaling in comics that we don't need. If you want to make a great story to represent somebody who is marginalized in our society, by all means, I'm behind a great story. But make it a great story. Don't just virtue signal in our face and say, you have to like this. No, we fucking don't.
Hey, the good Austin. Can I ask y'all a question real quick?
What's good?
About that? If we're living in the DC universe, right? With like aliens and gods and monsters and demons and all this crazy shit, like we could see it outside of our window, right? Why would we be obsessed with like the normal day-to-day shit that we go through? Like racism and politics, and like it always seems strange as hell to me. We got Superman flying overhead, but we talking about Trump, bruh. Like,
yeah, for real.
That's literally in DC Comics right now. It's weird as hell. Go ahead, Scott. My bad.
Pilly, put a link for your Go Deep TV channel in the chat too. You know what I'm saying? So everybody can sub to that.
I'm subscribed to both already
as well, because he has another channel called Go Deep TV. So keep going, Leon.
That was just my question, because like I always think about that. I see people review DC books, and I don't read none of that shit no more. Like DC and Marvel, they sound like Twitter. Like, what do they say? Like, just bullshit. Like all the SJWs you see online. You know what I'm saying? Talk about like race, culture, and politics and all the bullshit, and virtual signaling while they're sitting on their iPhone in their air conditioned home. You know what I'm saying? Going to their job, not really experiencing any sort of real hatred in life.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
Dude, this is killing them right now, bro. All of us being here are friends.
What am I doing? Retro Nerd Girl, Lord Koj, y'all drop some links in the chat. Everybody drop your links in the chat right now. Okay?
Do it.
Drop links right now. Everybody sub there, because everybody in here is dope.
You know what's funny?
I'm just looking around and I'm seeing dope people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm sitting here like, everybody, y'all don't even realize what this chat is.
I think I'm subscribed to like everybody that's
you know what I'm saying? Like that. Real talk.
I think I am.
All right, but Leon, it was done. I want to move on next to
I didn't finish.
Right? Yeah.
No, my fault. I was just asking a question birthed from what he said. My fault. It's the pivot, dog. It's the pivot.
I was literally about to go to Trey, but Austin, you're right. You weren't finished. Leon be cutting you up, Austin.
It's all good. I got thought-provoking things, and people want to be like, well, wait, let me ask you about that. I'm like, hold on a second. I ain't done yet.
Because Austin's a dope. You know what I'm saying? Thanks.
But respect. I'm excited for everything that can potentially attach itself to the Snyderverse. Take my money, make it good, make it less virtue signally, make the comics less virtue signally, make the animated less virtue signally. Like, give us some dope shit, give us some good stories to follow along with, and intertwine them so we can binge every fucking show, movie, whatever you put out. If it's all connected, if it's all part of the story, like they did with Marvel, I will buy it as a DC fan. DC fans have been starving. We're waiting for some good content. We've been having to little get little nubs of MCU here and there. Oh, maybe this is a good movie. Let me check this out. Ooh, Spider-Man. Yeah, let me get that. Let me get a little nub of Multiverse of Madness over here. Ooh, that's nice. And we heard from Will. They didn't show us all of what they should have in Multiverse of Madness. If you remember that, if you're watching Skywalker stream. So anyways, I can't wait for everything coming out, because guess who I'm going to spend all of that time with, talking about it, celebrating it, fucking hyping up other shit with all you guys. So why wouldn't you be happy right now as a DC fan? We have so many things to look forward to and hang out and do in the future like we haven't had. We've been living in the nightmare timeline, dude. We've been living in that. So now it's on to the future where we restore all this shit and we spend our money together and have good times again. And we're able to go to things and support DC and be proud about it and not have to fucking fight some invisible battle that no one really knows about except us. Also, hashtag the cool table and the motherfucking bad channel.
No, hashtag Trey checked his watch and hashtag Corey is wrong.
Much love, though. Much love.
All right, Trey, we moving on to you next, sir. Just give
skip him.
Give us a soliloquy about where you are right now and just how you're feeling with everything that's been going on lately and going into Black Adam.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just checked my watch and I think it said it's SnyderVerse time, fuckers. No, man, I'm feeling good. I'm not worried because here's the thing. Regardless of what people think about the SnyderVerse or what's going on with DC right now, David Zaslav has proven to be a businessman. He's not racist like people are trying to call me. For God's sakes, most of his friends work for CNN. Could you imagine that? Like they would call him out immediately if he was. But more importantly, like the fact that he is a businessman, he's looking at what's successful, what makes money. Clearly, the Suicide Squad didn't make money. Birds of Prey didn't make money. And really anything DC, I mean, the Batman didn't even break 800 million. And, you know, people are like, well, it kind of came out during that, like, still the pandemic was a little crazy. Spider-Man No Way Home just made $1 billion. Jurassic World Dominion is almost $1 billion. Freaking Top Gun Maverick, $1.6 billion. You know, you look at all these films that just wipes the floor with the Batman, and you have to ask yourself, well, why didn't our number one superhero character that should make just $1 billion on its own do that? I wonder why, you know, because there was this concept for DC where it was, we can do these multiple pocket universes that don't connect and don't have any of this, you know, but the truth is people want connection. Well, what universe had connection? The SnyderVerse. It had this brilliant plan that if they just stuck with it, had the confidence to believe in the director, believe in the vision all the way through, DC would be wiping the floor with freaking Marvel. Because let's be honest, the Snyder Cut, people say was like, oh yeah, man, that was on board to being a better film than even Avengers Infinity War. Now imagine that's Justice League, that's Avengers 1 for us, you know, that's the first team up film really. And yet it's on the level, the tier level to Marvel fans as Infinity War was. So it's like, you know, I'm not worried. Black Adam, whatever happens. I mean, honestly, the whole Henry Cavill Deadline article that came out, that was done on purpose. They released that because they want Henry Cavill's name a part of that. You know, it's something that Mr. Wes Ashley said recently on Savage Bat's channel. Good publicity, bad publicity, it's still publicity. You know, and they're going to want all that.
Engagement.
Exactly. And even Dwayne Johnson, whether you think, you know, is his ego too huge to allow anyone else to shine or anything like that, he's a businessman as well. He's done WWE, and how is he successful in WWE? He knew how to give people exactly what they wanted. No one's even talking about him. No one's even talking about Black Adam. They're talking about, when are you going to fight Superman? When is Superman going to appear in Black Adam? It's not even about Black Adam anymore. They're all waiting for Henry Cavill to show up. And if he wants Black Adam to be successful, which of course he does, Henry Cavill's going to be in Black Adam. There's going to be DC fandom. They're going to be dropping bombs at DC fandom because, yeah, San Diego Comic-Con was not a success for DC, for DC this year. But I think that was done on purpose. I think they're saving the big guns for their own event. Why not? They already have it set up. I'm not worried. Things are going to be okay. Drama is going to be drama, but the drama is there because they're building publicity, because when the Snyderverse is restored, it's smooth sailing from then on,
Woohoo. Yeah, me, Sky.
I love it. I love it. I love it, Trey.
Snapping.
Look at that. He said, dude is speaking the truth.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So look, I want to move on to Leon of the New Geeks and also the Cool Table. Give us your monologue, sir, about how you're feeling about all this stuff regarding restoring the Snyderverse and DCEU timelines and everything going into Black Adam. Leon, are you on mute, sir? All right.
Just broke his mic.
He's AFK.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? All right. So we will skip Leon. And hey, all that posed to Necron, you know what I'm saying? Look, he's like, I thought I had about 10 more minutes.
I'm still thinking my thoughts.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, he's back.
Leon.
The main man's got time to think.
You back?
All right. As soon as I click the unmute, it started glitching. I was like, oh, word, that's hilarious timing. How do I feel about what? Say that again.
Just like everything regarding restore the Snyderverse, you know what I'm saying, and timelines and David Zaslav and all this stuff just going into Black Adam.
Shit, I feel great about it actually. And I think somebody who was it, Millennial Mike, shout out to Millennial Mike on Twitter. He said something that was dope. He was like, man, all this crazy shit that they're doing, they must really be cooking up something amazing behind the scenes. And I was like, that's a great perspective. All the bullshit that we're getting, all the articles and all the, the disrespect here and there, right? It's probably because they know Zaslav knows what the fuck he's doing. I think that, looking at because I looked at his track record. I don't know if y'all have looked at Zaslav's track record. This dude is a walking W. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't miss. So I think at the end of the day, he's also old Hollywood as well. And I know, they've been trying to use that as like a racist thing or whatever the case may be, whatever. But he's old Hollywood. He loves him a good old school feel to his films where, it's very American, very like, and that means everybody. Because like everybody's in America, all races, all cultures and colors and creeds is in America. It's just this old Hollywood feel of like, how do I put together a quality film that doesn't necessarily preach at you? You know what I'm saying? It's just something that's gonna make audiences come and view it. You know what I mean? I'm real excited, man. I'm excited that he is looking at the numbers objectively and he's saying, well, DC in its modern age at its height was Zack Snyder related. He pushed back all those movies, and on Sill's channel, they literally said, the movies are being pushed back for a reason, you guys. However much time later, fast forward to now, we're seeing all these different things that were being told to us come to fruition, man. Like we were told how many months ago? Oh,
a year.
Appreciate that, Billy.
A year ago, dude. Literally like a year ago.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like a year ago. Yeah, a year ago it was like, okay, they pushed back. I remember getting fucking excited in the chat.
Oh wait.
No,
it was earlier this year because this is supposed to be the year of the heroes.
pushing the movie back. Yeah. No,
No,
it
no,
was right
all
after
that whole Hamada slate when they pushed them, when Seal and Mikey was talking about them pushing the slate back. I was like,
Yeah,
bro,
that was right after that Year of Heroes trailer came out.
I was,
Yeah.
and that shit was hilarious. By the way, they put out that dumbass trailer where they were like,
They thought
"Oh,
they were gonna sneak that
we
shit
need
out.
heroes, guys. The heroes are coming." and motherfuckers, hey, you remember the Snyder fandom? We were like, "Oh god damn it, no, not this bullshit."
Stop it.
And then David Zaslav was like, "Push that shit the fuck back. Command and control. Push it back right now. Push it back. I ain't with it." But David, we need heroes. You're fired. You said that? Get the fuck out. You're fired. You're done. You're done. You're his assistant, right? You get the fuck out too. Yeah. If you're his assistant, you should have quit following behind this asshole. You're out of here. Get out.
Yo, you guys ever get in your girl's car after she's been driving it and you're just like, what the fuck? How do you drive this
Adjusted
thing?
all your shit, right?
That's exactly how David Zaslav got.
Adjusted all your shit.
Hey,
Got the seat too close to the steering wheel.
he like sliding the seat back.
Got the air on way too high. Just all types of shit. The radio station
He's
changed.
in the mirrors, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what the hell is going on here?
You're
The
hitting
good
the
argument
roof
with the
and
good
shit.
analogy. That was good. I like that. Straight up. Like, wait, don't ever hop in my car without my permission. But anyway. But yeah, let me tie this up by saying, you know, if we follow the W's, right, of Seal Nation, right, and the Mikey verse, we see a trail of W's leading to what? The inevitable Zack Snyder return. In the meantime, everybody should just relax and rejoice, because at the end of the day, they're already showing us, you know, little by little, from that Shazam trailer that showed the SnyderVerse, and you know, the Rock looking nervous as fuck because he probably knows Cavill's there, and he's like, I really want to say he's here, and I feel like an idiot, but I got to play the heel for now. Like, there's all these little things transpiring, right down to David Richman Zaslav himself saying, I'm gonna save DC. Y'all just wait. I'm gonna save DC.
Protect
Y'all
the brand.
just wait. I'm gonna protect this brand. Command and control. Hashtag restore the SnyderVerse.
Yeah. And when that happens, we'll see Leon's fucking face. Let's go.
Bro, I'm about to be so clean. Y'all about to think I'm going out on a date or some shit. I'm about to be clean than a motherfucker. You hear me?
Let's go, dude.
When Zack comes back, are you kidding me?
Just a matter of time.
Hey, matter of fact, if he comes back and my schedule looks good, I'm about to fly out to one of y'all motherfuckers. We about to all kick it. You might see me on camera next to Skywalker the Jedi, Lord Necron.
Hey, live from the La Quinta Inn, you know what I'm saying?
Straight up, live from the balcony. Hey, what we sipping on? Jason Mimosa, huh?
Right.
Sky gonna turn it to Jason Mimosa. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm gonna make sure that I call the hotel and put in a reservation beforehand so I can get that room at the La Quinta.
Hey, y'all think I'm bullshitting? I swear to God, if my schedule looks right and Zack comes back, we might be right next to each other. I'm not even. This shit might be a party, dog.
Fandom date, like I'm taking that day off work, like because I'm covering that.
Oh, you thinking he might be there on Fandom, or you just saying that?
I think it's coming Fandom.
Yo, bro.
I think they're gonna announce that he's back at Fandom. Like, I don't see a way to look. Let me get into that when I go. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah, that's a whole other topic. But yeah, man, I'm excited, and I'm not even cautiously excited either. I'm just chill because it's not here yet. But like, I'm pretty much optimistic as fuck about it. I don't really see very much negative. And what Sil keeps reiterating is, everybody like Zack is coming back for the team up stuff. I'm pretty much excited because the clown table has been fired. Like, to me, that's a huge W and that was a goodwill gesture towards Zack Snyder and his fandom as well. Like, David Zaslav was like, guys.
That's my alter ego match.
Yeah. Like he's like, guys, I got rid of the clowns. Relax. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
to me, that's a W in and of itself. If that was all he did and straighten up the movies to be more Zack Snyder related and just use Zack as a consultant, I'd be okay with it. I wouldn't be excited, but I'd be okay with it. I'd still walk away feeling like there was a victory because he got rid of those dickheads. But we know Zack is coming back because Zack is the money. Zack is the money maker, man. He's the architect to all of this shit. All right, I'm gonna relinquish the mic now.
All right. Lord Necron, the vocalist for the soon-to-be smash single "Fuck the Betas."
Yeah.
And like, where
We're
are
gonna
you?
hunt some betas.
He fingers the pain, you know what I'm saying? What a goat Mikey is, yo.
Yeah.
Look, but Necron, how are you feeling just about everything that's been going on lately? You know, and this whole pivoting of the media, right? How are you feeling about all this going into Black Adam?
Well, I mean, Zaslav uttered the second most important phrase I could hear: protect the brand. That was amazing to hear that, because the clown table didn't give a crap about the brand.
Exactly.
They didn't respect it. Very cool. Oh shit!
Sorry.
Still's in the chat.
I had to drop that, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Had
so
to drop that, right? Because
but yeah, they didn't respect
Shout
the
out to
brand.
Still.
They didn't respect the brand. They shit all over the brand. They just had people who didn't care about a connected DCEU. It was terrible. So the next important, most important phrase coming out of Zaslav's mouth is going to be, you know, Zack Snyder is back. That's end game. That's our end game. That's it. Zack Snyder is back. Everything is gonna happen that you wanted, and I just feel it, dude. We're getting more than we can ever imagine. We got a regime that believes in DC and believes in the proper characters to carry the DC brand, not these off the wall characters. Which, hey, you know, that's fine. Let them have their day in the sun, but don't be trying to steal the sunshine of Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. That's just how I feel. You know, everybody has their place in the sun, but don't try to steal the main sunshine of the money makers. That's insane. You know, fucking Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman is where it's at. That's your all stars. That's really all I gotta say, man. And
Trinity.
It's
The
coming,
Trinity.
Necron. It's coming.
I know it's coming. You feel that? That's the blade of axe swinging.
Where's your axe, dude? Did you put it away?
Oh yeah, it's back over behind my stuff. Had to
Yeah,
hide the
kill somebody
evidence.
with that
I
thing.
had to hide the evidence. Man, we shower in the blood of betas.
Betas.
Get me started, and I'm gonna get the guitar. And
If this movie ends up being called Wonder Woman Trinity, that shit's gonna end up making $1 billion, yo.
billion. And with Batman and Superman on each side of her. It's
Oh my god,
over.
yeah, dude.
It's
Oh, yeah,
over.
man.
Patty better get on the train, or she's gonna get thrown off the train like Mama.
Oh,
Movie
no.
reference. No, man.
Let's go.
Respect the brand. Respect the brand. DC. We got some people who it sounds like, you know, they're on the right track. They're doing the right things. Everything we could be. I don't see how we couldn't be happy with what we're seeing.
Well, if you're a fan of, you know, Supergirl or Batgirl and they got canceled, you know, I'd be a little upset too. But
I
stay
see
salty.
their upsetness, but I don't feel.
yeah, but you can't be upset just because you got your project canceled too. Kevin Smith. I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed, dude.
Kevin
I love
Smith
Kevin
was.
Smith, man. That was crazy.
Oh yeah, his
That was
quote
crazy.
was unnecessary.
That was crazy.
Talk
fake
about
outrage.
And if
Trying to
anything,
jump on the bandwagon of it.
yeah.
What
If
about
anything,
me?
for those people
He's-
that love
he-
that IP, should have just, you know, for the Batgirl fans, for the Supergirl fans, be happy that David Zaslav was aware that it was a shit product and he didn't want to disappoint you.
Yep.
You're
You
gonna
know?
get your characters were gonna get shortchanged.
Yeah.
It's batting time.
Bro, Kevin Smith he's like Zod said in the chat, man, he fell off a while ago. He fell off with that He-Man shit too. Like I know people were trying to say like Master of the Universe, that shit was weak, bro. And you know, not even on no, I don't like seeing female heroes and shit. I love female heroes. Like one of my favorite
Has nothing to do with hating on people.
fucking aliens, like Kill Bill, like get out of here, bro. I love it. But
Gotta
like
watch Prey.
But like when I watch Masters of the, it will Prey. I'm definitely gonna watch that.
Prey rules, man.
It looks great, and old girl
Prey's
that plays
phenomenal.
her, she looks like a cutie pie. But anyway, freaking, what was I gonna say? Oh, the He-Man thing. When I watch Masters of the Universe, I watch it for He-Man, not for anybody else. That's like saying we're going to a Batman movie and like Batgirl is gonna be the star. Like I'm gonna be like come on. It says Batman, right?
Did you watch the second half of that though? I mean,
the second half was cool.
yeah.
It was cool.
Like I can't say that this series is all bad, but I know where you're coming from.
But even then, with that, like, it wasn't really focused on him. It was focused on like every other character, and then like he was like a big ass side note. But anyway, I ain't trying to pivot into that. I'm just saying Kevin Smith is weak. That's all I'm saying.
He just needs to do some method acting and, you know, just follow Silent Bob's, you know. Just shut the fuck up. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm sorry that I kind of brought that up, but you know, it needed to be said. I was very disappointed in what Kevin Smith was trying to say. But Necron, were you all done, sir?
Yeah, I'm done. Protect
All
the
right.
brand. Snyder's coming back. What more needs to be said, man? Beta's crying.
Absolutely.
Don't
All
believe
right,
that misinformation going around either, man.
we are gonna we're gonna round it out with my favorite Hamsmith. You know what I'm saying?
That's me.
Hey, every time I say that, Trey just winces just a little teensy bit. You know what I'm saying? I kind of see it. Right?
I love it. Drives the
See,
knife a
here's
little
the
bit
thing,
more.
because I know as his younger brother, he's gonna bring that shit up later. You know,
Already
he's gonna be
have.
like, "Hey, Sky
Already
says
have,
I'm his
yeah.
favorite." It literally becomes an argument now, like where
Yep.
he'll do like, "Hey, just to let you know, Obi-Wan did give up on Anakin too easily. Oh, and I'm Sky's favorite." And I'm like,
Ow!
"What the fuck?"
Hey, I love it though. But look, oh
Gotta
wait,
check that watch, man.
right? Got to check that watch. All right, Corey. So look, where are you at? Like, how are you feeling about everything concerning restore the SnyderVerse and like all of this and kind of pivoting against WBD on our way heading into Black Adam?
Man, how do you follow all the wonderful themes that the rest of this panel has said tonight? You guys were all right on, and I think what I want to say to everybody who's watching tonight is, like my boy Integrity says, the restoration of the SnyderVerse is inevitable. As I mentioned in a previous episode on the Bat Channel, I said we're going to see a lot of hints and clues that the restoration of the SnyderVerse is coming, right? Well, that being said, we're also at war with the people who are butthurt that they lost their job or were anti-Snyder all the way along. So we're going to continue to see these hit pieces in the mix of all these wonderful steps and that we're showing that we're going to restore this. The restoration of the SnyderVerse is happening, and they're going to try to make us lose hope. I think the biggest thing I have to say for everybody here and everybody who's watching is faith, SnyderVerse community. Faith. Don't overreact to any news that doesn't give you hope. Stay positive, keep the path, and keep the faith. It's happening.
Absolutely, man. Faith, Alfred. Faith, right? And look, we gotta wrap this up because we got Necron about to clock out. You know what I'm saying? But I want to say this, right? Look, the whole faith angle is definitely something that everybody should have right now. There's more than enough public reasons for people to have faith that the SnyderVerse is going to be restored. So I think that if you're just able to kind of look at the good things, right? There are going to continue to be hit pieces. There are going to continue to be this push and pull with this information coming out, right? Like, you know, it's been pretty obvious every time that we get some good information out, it seems to be followed up by some bad information, right? So, you know, just kind of stay the course. You know, this is the path that we are on, and it is the path of righteousness, and we shall reach our goal. You know what I'm saying? And we will bask in the sun. It will, like, that day will come. It will happen. So I want everybody to just kind of, you know, keep that faith going, and you know, just believe, because there is more than enough reasons to, right? And so I'm feeling great about everything. I am happy that they're trying to kind of tool everything in to work with what Zack Snyder is doing. And I would rather them, you know, I keep saying this, I would much rather them do that than not acknowledge what he's done, right? Because if they weren't acknowledging it, then I feel like the betas and all the antis would have much more reason to be celebrating right now. But, you know, as you guys can see, they've been mighty quiet. They've been mighty quiet with you know, all these W's that we've been racking up. So, you know, just focus on that, and everything else will fall into place. So, does anybody got anything else before we close out?
Sil mentioned something in the chat that might give us a little hint.
Oh my goodness. Hold on. I have not been watching the chat. Let me find out what's going on. What's going on, right?
With what he said, though, I think, and I say this a lot for the OGs, what's understood doesn't need to be explained. You understand what that means?
Hey, October is my birthday.
See you there.
Woo.
Is your what?
It's my birthday month, October.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. And me and Skywalker are like right before that, so be ready.
What's going on in October?
Be ready to celebrate already, dude.
Hey,
just read Sil's comment, Leon.
Things come together at the end of September, dude. I always say that.
Started glitching.
Always say that.
Hey, that's the one that I'm gonna leave on the screen. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
we're gonna end on that note, everybody. October. Look, much love to the whole chat for everybody that came out. The chat was on fire tonight. You guys actually made this super special with me actually reaching the 300 subs on this live stream.
Congrats, man.
Super dope, man. All you guys are dope. Shout out to the panel. Y'all know I love and respect each and every one of you guys, and I can't feel any better, possibly, like, just being in this fight, you know what I'm saying, than with the guys that I'm in this fight with. So, you know, I really appreciate all of you, and you know, we just gonna keep rocking. All right. So from me and from the whole panel, you know, to all y'all out there, you know, let me get this ready. Peace, because we outro.